Cats are on full display.
Wait, was that Jay from... No, never mind. I thought it was the guy from Red Letter Media.
In general, says Chef Takagi, the Japanese prefer mild flavors rather than aggressive flavors that hit
Like
you over the
wasabi?
head. Takagi's concocted Kit Kats with flavors like matcha green tea. How big is the Kit Kat in Japan?
They come in many sizes.
Anyone in the mood for a purple sweet potato Kit Kat?
He's not enjoying that at all.
Or perhaps you'd like to spice things up with a wasabi Kit Kat. Hey, buddy, go easy on that sake Kit Kat.
He's never eaten a Kit Kat in his life.
He puts it in horizontal and it can barely fits.
This is take 3. They had to stop giving him whole bars because he just kept biting right into them.
He tries to keep talking still. He's just spitting biscuits at everybody.
Hey, buddy, go easy on that sake. It's very good. It's very good. Try it.
What? He's telling the chef to try.
Very good. Oishii.
He shouldn't.
Oishii.
He shouldn't. He should. Fuck. I don't know why I find this funny, but the chef should have dipped some on his finger and then insisted that the host. Things like this, like you got to suggest him because then there's another guy who helps me eat it, and so he's gonna go and create a lot of these assets. So you know. Let's have these two making out.
The guy in the glasses pulls back and goes, "Oh, that is a wonderful flavor."
I like how he had the same reaction to every flavor. Oh, apple. Oh, wasabi. Oh, sweet potato. And it's like all of them are just, yeah. Oh, although he's excited about making them. Jesus. Instant replay that.
I believe I have passed my exam.
What?
Do you know how high the bars are to be able to say that in that country?
I believe I have passed my exam.
Yeah, I love watching like awkward intercultural things. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of got the feeling he wanted to bow, but then went, no, that's not quite right. No, we'll high five. Yeah, we did it.
Didn't even do that properly. He missed his pinky.
I know I'm early, but ad time. Honey, I'm home. Have you seen this new bike? Ask me how much it costs. Oh wow, honey man, how much did it? $60 with the Honey browser extension. Yeah, wow. That's right, because I use the Honey browser extension. It finds the best deals across the web. When you go to checkout, simply click the button and it'll apply the best discounts. So simple. Oh look, a friendly bee. Honey, get my EpiPen ready. They get a commission from the seller, so no ads, no registration, and it's totally free. 2 buttons. Done. It's one of the most popular apps on the store. And use joinhoney.com/internet store and so they know who sent you. He's a friend of mine. I've been Honey Man. And remember to say no to racism. Ads over. Long man.
トールさんが避ける組咲いてる時の顔が好き。
そう
もっと長く見てたいな。
Oh, Japan's fucking great.
避ける組隊
意識してるわけじゃないけど。
Why does he keep walking around with this short one? If he knows the long one exists.
He's doing his best. Oh.
避ける組隊長い避ける組
すごいタイミング。
サインお願いします
長い。これどうやって咲くんですか。
So fucking dumb.
私はひどい女なの。
Oh, I see it coming.
見た時から
He's gonna run away with him. I'm calling it. Yes!
Wow, that's quite a character arc.
触ってみてもいいですか
Why did he even need to think about it? She literally was ready to drop him at the second of the hat, like 5 minutes ago.
This is also candy. Wow, what's
Have you-
that fish?
That front... it's like an anteater of a
spearfish?
fish, that front one. Is this really what you can buy in a grocery store? You walk up, 5 fish on a plate, fuck it.
That looks like the thing from the Fantastic Four.
It's the... You don't know this, but that's the escape pod from the bottom of a sea turtle. The turtle's just the turtle's just the vehicle.
Yeah, believe it or not, that's what a turtle looks like without its shell.
Yeah. They're much smaller than they lead on.
At that point, we got bored. So we started looking at Japan on Google Street View.
Right, let's go to Toyota. I didn't know Toyota was a place.
No fucking way. This is not... First of all, who got this camera angle? You're not even on top of a building.
Wow, this guy has no wheels. They're light years ahead of us.
Okay. See, look, this one doesn't have... Do you have any idea what this is with no English writing? No, of course not. Japanese person could look right at that and be like, yeah, that's the STD clinic where they remove crabs. Everything kind of looks like it's lacking a storefront.
Yeah.
Liquor barn.
Liquor barn. I barely know her.
Everybody knows that's a liquor barn. Look at the look at the turtle on the front. What else could it be?
Is it the same vending machine? I think it is.
They got 100 per person over there. 100 vending machines per person. That's a stat.
Really? That's not true.
No. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like
Yeah, but then you're talking about like over 1 billion vending machines.
it is more than one per person.
Jesus.
It is more than one per person because I've heard the
Are you
stat.
sure not just talking about like refrigerators?
Nah, because the articles always then jump into. Japan is currently home to 5.5 million vending machines, so I think that's wrong.
All right. Let's go to Gifu. That sounds nice.
It's pronounced Jifu. Come on, man.
We ended up on a river.
This looks so clean. I would love this in my backyard.
Well, it's not that clean. Why aren't they using Windows?
Are they? They're more of an Apple family. So I'll just leave the call.
Well, like, I mean, this is like a pretty big hole to have in the wall, and it doesn't seem like there's any space for a window, and they've just covered it with a net. Maybe it's like, you know when Japanese people get sick and they wear those medical masks?
No fucking. You get a bit of a cough and have to wrap your
Yeah,
house
and they
in a
just-
pesticide tent.
Yeah, that's right.
The top one might be a bit of a walkout balcony, sort of, that they don't want bugs in. The bottom bit, I have no idea why they would do it that way.
But it's not like you could easily take off the net.
Yeah, why is
It
it-
goes all the way around the...
Why is it on the outside?
Oh, look, he's fishing. But he seems to be fishing in the wrong direction. Like,
He's probably walked away now that the Google car that's like off-roaded its way down to this little river has scared off all the fish.
yeah, how did it get here? Oh, look, there's more fishing. Okay. If I was this dude, I'd be pretty mad at these dudes who had just gone 100 yards upstream.
They're just gonna pull like a fucking bluefin tuna out of the water. What about what about Kyoto? That's a place. That's the anagram lovers Tokyo.
There.
Oh,
No.
yes.
There.
Down there on the left.
Down a bit. Yeah.
I know where
No.
Kyoto is.
No. Up. There.
Yes, this part of the map that I definitely could not see
There.
when I said
There.
it. That's got to
There.
be it.
There.
But he never found it.
This doesn't feel as efficient. Like, you just want the pole to go
Yeah.
straight down into the ground, surely. But in Japan, they like to...
The trains over there are magnetic, so when the trains aren't running on them, everything's sort of off center because the poles are repelling them away. But then when the train comes by, it all sort of snaps into place. You see.
Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, because I was going to say that this is kind of a dangerous train line, but if it all just sort of snaps back into place... Then... Are we allowed to go to the suicide forest?
I mean, they got real upset when Logan Paul came out seemingly holding a camera, so I can't imagine they would let Google people there.
Whoa. Did we just find
Sake.
in the suicide forest?
Christ, if I had to walk through this fucking far to find something interesting, I'd kill myself too. Are you joking?
I was worried we'd just walk past a whole bunch of blurred out faces.
Nah.
It's just hanging from every tree. and
There's
found
no.
that spot
This
for everyone.
isn't the actual. So you don't just drive up, jump out, and hang your. It's like deep. It's like one particular place past a temple, I think.
Yeah, but they've got like convenient spots as well. You know, it's
But
Japanese.
if you want to drive by suicide, I mean, they make it easier for you. You just stick your head out of the window. You don't even need to get out of the car.
Yeah, you just drive past these and it's just a noose thing. You just have to sort. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. I can't believe you said that.
Well, we'll find out whether or not I did post-editing.
Okay, we're going the wrong way.
Christ, man, look at where we were.
Yeah.
We weren't gonna get anywhere on foot.
It's a sizable forest.
Fuck me, we were walking this way too, towards the wind. Oh, look at that. Look, one of the Zelda temples. The Motusu Wind Cave. Lake Motusu. You know property here's gotta be expensive.
Alright, let's go to the camping ground.
See, if we did have to legitimately find where the suicide forest was, my guess would be around here. You come in, you say you're camping, everybody goes to sleep, you go disappear into the woods.
He's not going out for a suicide, is he? No, he said he was just going for a quick... Oh, not again. Sit down and shut up.
Like, these guys are waving, and then there's the guys eating. This guy behind the umbrella wasn't sure whether or not he wanted to be in the picture.
Is that one of those umbrella hats?
Oh, of course it is. Of course, you can't waste a hand.
That is pretty neat.
$6!
Everybody who buys one seems to be pretty happy with it, to be honest. I don't do any merch on my channel, but I might. I'm thinking about it.
If you guys want to support Internet Historian's second channel, there's a link down below for an Internet Historian umbrella. Pick it up for $29.99 off Etsy.
Now, we're starting to get quite clever here. It's made of tiny cocktail umbrellas.
Yeah, that's not a shot of the back of her, that's the front of her. You can tilt it down. When you wear your umbrella hat, do you wear it in defense mode or in attack mode? When you're wearing it. I mean,
Look at us smiling. Look at him smiling.
if I don't
Everybody
need
loves this hat.
if I don't need to worry about, look at the banana one on the kid. Did you see that? Oh, his mouth is exposed. Okay. Oh man, I thought he just plastic over the entire bucket. You're a banana.
This guy isn't seriously happy about it.
Yeah, he heard your comments before. Just wanted to stand out from the crowd. Oh, this is the mom of the banana kid. Has to be.
That's the father.
100%.
Is that Casey Neistat?
No.
Yeah, no, this is Liar.
There you go. His hair looks damn good. It's doing its job.
Do you want to just look at umbrella hats for the next, 15 minutes?
That's what I was prepared to do. Yeah.
This is when you graduate.
Look at that. It's a little tight around the head, I'll be honest. If you got a slightly larger size, that might have been best. There's a Roblox skin that's got an umbrella hat on it.
Where?
One bar up. That one there.
Oh, shit, boys.
When you got a oof, but it's raining.
Keep your dog dry?
Yeah. I mean, you know, the
nice.
the front 10% of them, yeah. Because, you know, dog bodies don't just come down from their head the way ours do.
Look, this will make sense, but why the bow tie? I don't understand why this guy's wearing it. He's indoors.
Okay, yeah, that one might be a bit much.
What's the point of this one with the upside down bit?
I'm guessing it's, like, if you're thirsty later, there's a bit of a straw that comes down and runs to your mouth.
There's actually a TV here, and he picks up satellite.
Yeah. Fendi high fashion umbrella hat.
Yeah, I was wondering why he was looking so moody.
Oh, he's a model. Stupid me thinking he was just being emotional. Look at that. The backward Fs? Yeah, of course it's Fendi.
I've got a theory why all high fashion now looks like shit. So,
You're saying at one point it didn't, though.
well, I think it's going in the direction of being continually more shit. So you imagine a product line like H&M, right?
Yeah,
So they deal in high volume, bulk sales, you know?
of course.
So what they want to do is find clothes that the most people wear. So they want to find things that the most people actually like. Competing against them technically would be high fashion brands like Gucci and all the rest.
Yeah.
If Gucci made a really nice sweater, let's say it was like a sensible looking one, kind of like this. Gucci makes this.
Right.
Well, H&M can just basically do the exact same thing, and they're going to sell a ton of them and do it much cheaper. So instead, what you do if you're Gucci is make a sweater like this that
Yeah.
a tiny proportion of the population would ever buy, which means H&M couldn't sell it because the number of people who would actually ever buy it is so low.
Right.
And then it becomes like a sort of standout feature. That's why high fashion is going in that direction. It's got to look like shit because other retailers can't sell it.
I found a YouTube channel the other day that just like runs up to like streetwear, like people who look like they've sort of put together an outfit with Supreme and Gucci and all that, and just ask them how much their outfit costs.
Yeah.
He'll just go, can you run your outfit from top to bottom? They'll go, oh, this is a Supreme shirt, $250. Nike Air Force Ones, $190. He ends up like backstage at a Drake concert, and Drake's like dressed like he's about to go out, and he's got like Tom Ford everything. The thumbnail, by the way, is $1 million outfit. Okay, and I was like, bull fucking shit, no fucking way.
Yeah.
And he goes, Tom Ford or some company jacket, 10 grand. I was like, okay, that's 90% of your outfit because you're wearing a jacket, pants, and shoes, and we're only at 10 grand. Crocodile.
It'll be like the watch.
His fucking watch was $750,000.
Yeah.
Richard Mill and a diamond necklace for $200K. So he was at $950K with his 2 pieces of jewelry, and he goes, "Must be the first $1 million outfit on your YouTube show, huh? Isn't that crazy? It's a watch and a necklace. You could be naked, otherwise you would have hit that number."
I couldn't imagine, like, even if I was a billionaire, I couldn't imagine spending $750,000 on a fucking watch.
I don't get watches.
I bought a watch, and it's like I'm walking down the street, and I'm constantly bumping into like lampposts and shit. Like, oh fuck, you know, oh great, it's got a fucking scratch on it. That's worthless now.
Right.
Can you imagine how much fun you could have with you could do so much just fun, frivolous stuff. I'm not even saying don't waste the money, but just buy like $100 grand worth of paper cups and then just throw them out of a window, and just like that would be a better experience.
I just want you to understand what $100 grand worth of paper cups. Throw them out a window. You could fill an Olympic swimming pool. You could build an apartment complex if you stacked them on top of each other.
Imagine the tree fort you could make out of just paper cups, or get a billboard for $200 grand that just says like "No girls allowed," and then you put that right in front of the paper cup tree house.
Literally duct tape it, throw it on the water, and now you have your own fucking island. It'd be huge. That, according to the environment, is never gonna disappear. So like, it's permanent. That's an island now.
No, dude, it's paper cups. It's biodegradable.
Okay, so it's fantastic.
You're all
You've got a year to enjoy the fuck out of that.
Yeah. Oh man, we could have so much fun with $750,000, and it's like, what are you gonna spend it on? Oh, it tells the time. Where were we? Umbrella hat.
Holy shit, this is where we started. Oh yeah.
They're all on their way to the suicide forest. It's their last day. They're having lunch together. Oh yeah, it's a Coke.
This dude's just drinking petrol though. The other one.
Yeah,
Cecil.
these are just small bottles of 91 unleaded.
Yeah.
Everyone in Japan's on their way to committing suicide.
Very occasionally they will decide against it.
Yeah, I don't even know how to find that now.
And we'll bump into something else. Oh, is that Mount Fuji?
Fuji Milkland?
Oh.
I want to go to Milkland.
Please be an amusement park. Please be an amusement park. Please be an amusement park.
It's just like a...
There's cows.
Oh, I
That's the good
was
first
hoping
step.
it'd be a lady. Oh, it doesn't let us go in.
Come on, Google. Don't tell me you had a dude drive by this place and not pull in just for a second.
So what are you going to do when you call these people? Is your refrigerator running or something?
I don't think they're going to answer in English, so I think the joke's going to die right away.
If you were to be Japanese and you wanted to just buy some land in Japan, you didn't care where it was, you just wanted to buy some cheap land, do you think it exists? Or do you think pretty much everything is bought up?
Realestate.co.jp.
Yeah. Okay, 111, 112 yuan.
Right, so about 100. So 159 mil.
1.5 mil.
So that's an amount of money.
Let's head to the middle of nowhere. $5,500 US.
Yeah, but this is 2,000 square feet. This is like just a house. We'd have to build a house.
That's right, we set up a little tent. So we should go here. Alright.
Look at that, the sign still. Oh, look at this. We'd have to get a weed whacker, but I'm down. I like the idea. That is nuts. 6 grand. You can't buy any sort of land here for 6 grand.
Well, hold on a minute.
I mean, maybe in like Montana.
Yeah, well, I think we're in like the Montana of Japan.
Oh, that.
Alright, we're gonna buy, and where are you? You're in,
I'm in Virginia.
Virginia, okay.
Yep.
Here we go, here we go.
5,000 square feet for 2 grand in Dansville, Virginia.
Alright, let's get this one. Zero Street. Have you heard of a Zero?
Well, maybe because there's nothing there. Oh, we could probably make up a fucking number. It's our place.
Hey.
We could be 69th Street. Blaze it. Welcome to our radish farm. There's a Walgreens up the road. Look at this. And a cemetery. That's all you need.
Alright, well, where is this place? Let's do a quick street view.
This little patch of forestiness right there. That's our radish farm. We're gonna have to knock down the trees.
Yeah, oh, dude, that'd be so much. I've always wanted to chop down a bunch of trees. Listen, man, I'll send you $2,000 US if you want to start the process of buying this land.
Give me a phone number. 4444444. Don't spam this guy. Come on, buddy. It's 6 p.m. You want to sell the place or not?
This is... Leave me a message, please.
Okay.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more
I
options.
want to buy this lot. I want to buy it bad.
Hey, how you doing, Ernestine? I'm just gonna cut right to the chase. This lot that you have on 0th Street, I think it'd be excellent for a bit of a project that I'm doing. I want to knock down the trees. I want to turn it into a little bit of a radish farm idea that I've sort of had since I was a child. It's in the perfect location. If you could give me a call back and let me know the acidity of the soil so that I know whether or not it's gonna work, I'd really appreciate it. Lots of love. Bye-bye. I think maybe an email would be a little more effective.
Hold on, I'm gonna come over. Just stay right there.
And scene transition, here we are. Right.
Oh,
Sorry,
hey.
it was a long flight, yeah.
Nah, it's all right.
You doing?
Just hung out here for 16 hours.
What do you think?
Well, so I mean, like this is just prime dirt
Right.
for growing anything, right?
Right, how's the viscosity?
Let me.
Hold on, I just want to take this moment to say, right now, we are finally, literally, in the field.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
viscous. It's
Yeah,
definitely non-Newtonian.
That sounds good.
Yeah. We gotta. So for radishes specifically,
What? No, tell me about the radishes.
you need the dirt to be under a pH of negative 20. Okay.
Right, yeah, yeah.
So you need it very acidic.
It sounds extremely acidic.
So when you wanna test the pH of something, most people think you need tubes or vials or any sort of liquid.
Right.
When you've been doing this as long as I have, you can really hear the pH level.
Right.
Okay, so you just kind of want to just right into the side of your head, you know. So this is negative. I'd say between negative 19 and negative 26. Relatively low pH. So this is excellent for radishes.
Right.
Right.
Do you have a radish on you that we could...
I do.
I questioned him off screen, and eventually, the truth came out.
No, I don't have a radish on me.
Okay, well, let's just move to the next location then.
All right, yeah, let's give it a go.
Well, we made it.
All right. Let's be honest, that first location was amateur.
Yeah.
The dirt didn't sound right. The viscosity was all over the charts. This is what you're looking for.
Right.
Okay. You see how this is corn.
Right.
These are the, this is what kernels look like before. This is what soda's made of.
That's amazing.
Right.
Look at that.
When they're more mature, they look more like, you city folk think corn just looks like corn. It doesn't. It looks like, it looks like this. It looks like corn.
Right, would you like to try some?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
You see, you think everything's just like a nice refined hamburger. This is real corn. No artificial flavors, no flavor at all. Mostly tastes like grass. Mostly grass. Mostly tastes like grass. I'll be honest, I don't think this is corn.
That was Samito Media. He does a very comfy look at the latest memes, and he is way undersubbed. His content is fantastic. But before this video is over, I'm going to Japan. So apparently this building was abandoned in, what did you say, 2010? 2010. I met up with a very nice Japanese local who took me to a spooky abandoned building. Jesus. Nature takes it back quickly. He's even claimed the bowling pin.
I didn't notice that before.
Holy shit. Someone's just tossed it down the stairs.
So this was a bowling alley, arcade, pachinko parlor.
That's fucking spooky, dude. So, that's the old bowling alley.
And there's still pins and a ball if you want to.
Hell yeah. There's photos, just photos everywhere. There got all these pachinko balls here that are just sort of being thrown down the gutter. Yeah. What if there's someone fucking in there? If someone pops their fucking head out from there, I'm gonna freak out. Oh, just some lady with long fucking hair. Title screen from The Last of Us.
That's exactly what I thought when I came in.
This is the ball bearing storage room. Look at that. Wow.
Oh, I didn't look over.
Yeah, it's just filled with them.
That's amazing.
Oh, fuck off.
Take your time.
Okay, alright. So we're going down a fucking glass-covered, ball-bearing and spread half-banistered, abandoned dark stairway in the middle of rural Japan.
On the plus side, though, there's more pictures of creepy children. Yeah.
Okay, well, here's our Logan Paul moment.
This is the classic model. It comes with bowling balls.
Oh, spooky. Oh, no, not spooky. It's Spawn.
So yeah, see where that orangey door is? That's where the real like attacking heaven is.
Let's go.
Let's go in.
It's like half my audience. All right. Here's the classy moment, fellas.
There you got some porno mags, but the box is where the special stuff is. Here is just a box full of hentai tentacles or filter rafters.
Ah, Spuddy.
The quality of these screenshots are pretty magic. Oh yeah, he's got a tiny little TV for it.
Oh, that's nice. That's sweet. Good. Over Sonic, who isn't? Also, I did an interview with these guys. Specifically, if you're starting a YouTube channel, you'll find them to be a very good resource. Thanks to Japanese Local for showing me around and helping me make my flight home. Check out Samito's channel. Look at that sub count. Get honey. Because it's fucking free and it'll save you money. It's very spooky. Etiquette. Etiquette. What is etiquette? Morty, Lady Feathersham. Is pinkies out good etiquette? No. Wrong fork, Mr. Blackwell. Is it proper etiquette to eat M&Ms with a spoon? Mr. Druckmann, you haven't touched your sandwich. Is it about holding the door for a woman? The last time, Mrs. Fairfax. Elbows off the table. Yes, hello. Can't you see you're interrupting our dining experience? How rude. All this and get cultured AF on this episode of In the Quarantine.
How rude does your waiter need to be before you feel the need to say something?
Well, that's a good one.
Right. What if they spill a second glass of beverage on you? First time it's an accident, I don't think anybody would make that a problem. They come back to get you your replacement soda. They trip on the first drink that they spilled. They haven't cleaned it up. They just immediately went to get you another drink.
Okay.
Fumble it.
And they go, I'm so sorry, sir. I cannot apologize enough. That's 2 drinks. That's unbelievable. Let me go and get you another.
Would you let them get you a third drink at this point?
I think I I would.
You think you would?
By the third one, I'd be standing up and going, what the fuck?
You'd be at
But
the
I
next
could-
table over, like, put it down, step away.
It depends how apologetic they are after the second one.
I have to imagine they'd be fucking bowing at that point. So sorry. I cannot imagine how this happens twice.
What I'm worried about is, like, so if he spills a drink a third time, but then he gets injured,
He smacked his head on the table on the way down.
and so he's just lying unconscious on the floor.
Yeah, outside of the immediate knee-jerk reaction, like, do you milk it at all? Do you immediately suck it up and be like, hold on, there's
you
bigger
have to-
stuff going on here?
Yeah, you have to suck it up. But then, what do you do if a second waiter comes out and goes, oh my god, this man's on the floor, but then they trip over the body.
Right.
And another drink, and it just lands like right on your crotch.
Right.
Do you then say so? I don't even think I would say something at that point. It's still like, well, the guy's still on the floor.
Is the second dude also hit his head on the way down? That's the question. Because the second dude you can now be mad at. There's no blame. The sympathy shifted to him. Right?
Right. Yep.
At this point, you could be like, this dude's unconscious. Yeah, 2 drinks, though, bro. 2 drinks. That's on you.
No one in the restaurant is enjoying their meal anymore. Everyone's just staring in our
Right.
direction. This pants are soaked through and through. And then the manager comes out and goes, where's my 2 waiters? My 2 best men.
My 2 heavy left-footed waiters, yeah.
Oh my god, looking at the 2 unconscious bodies. And one of them has died.
Yeah, I didn't know if I wanted to go that serious, but I feel like that's a...
Are you obliged to stick around?
No, I feel like I'd leave immediately. Dude hits his head and he's not getting up off the ground. I'm leaving. I'm not following up with what. This had nothing to do with me. I don't want to deal with the police reports that are going to ask me if I witnessed something. They've got cameras. You guys can handle it.
You go home. And, oh, man, this was such a terrible evening. Ring ring.
Moshi Moshi.
You don't know me, but I'm the wife of the waiter who served you this evening.
Oh, Jessica Robbins. Yes. How's it going?
Well, not so good. My husband is dead.
What?
I know, and this may sound odd, but would you come to the funeral?
Fuck no.
He was dedicated to serving people, and I remember he said, the very last person I serve on the job is the person I want to come to my funeral.
Okay, fine.
It would mean the world to me.
Fine. I'll consider it. Yeah.
All right. all right.
I guess. My concern would be that they're trying to murder me.
So you're at the wake.
What? Okay, fine, whatever.
You're at the wake, and the wife comes up, and she goes...
I swear to God, if she asked me to speak at this thing.
No. She comes up, she goes, hey, thank you so much for coming here. I brought you a drink.
What?
What do? Do you say anything?
No, it's the same thing. The first dude hit his head, the sympathy's on him. At this point, this girl must be getting, fucking flashbacks to how her husband just died. No, I'm not fucking saying anything. I'm helping her off the ground. It's okay. Don't sweat it. I brought extra shorts. That's a thing I do now.
Okay.
I'm also wearing shorts to a funeral for some reason.
I think that's kind of how
Yeah, I don't know what else to do here. I feel like I played that pretty well.
All right, well, I think we've taught people a valuable lesson, so that's what you do.
If you ever get a drink spilled on you, make an effort and attend the funeral. Yeah.
Me and your mother. We've, Samito, we're going out to dinner. You just, entertain yourself. There's hot dogs thawing in the sink.
It's hitting really close to home.
And we leave. Drive away, you can hear the car pulling away. And then you put on Titanic. Right? And we've never seen Titanic.
Right.
Anyway, you're loving the movie. It's great. It's a great movie. Then it gets to the bit where Jack and Kate are having their romance. And they're in the back of the old-timey car. And it's all steamy.
Right.
Oh, well, it was the restaurant was closed because of the COVID. I can't believe we left the house. Samito, what are you watching?
I guess one of two things. I would either turn off the TV and just pretend to be passed out.
No. We've like...
No, I get that. No, I get that. That's still what I would do.
What? So we've busted through the door. We've seen you. We've seen you with your eyes open watching the movie. And then you would just, close your eyes and turn off the television and pretend...
I've been asleep. I haven't been watching TV for an hour. I fell asleep an hour ago. Either that... what the fuck else are you gonna do? You know what I mean? My parents are Muslim. That would have been a very big deal, I imagine.
No, but you were actively watching the movie, right? We came in and we saw you with your eyes open, right?
No, I get that. I'm saying I would still pretend to be asleep.
You would still pretend to be asleep, just sitting up.
I think that would be my gut reaction if I had never been caught with anything and I was like really young, like 9 or 10, and I really
would
felt
you
like I
do?
was getting away with something.
Would you make the snoring noises?
No, hell no. Well, I snore, that's the thing. But I guess, yeah, either that or be like I just, or maybe not pretend to be asleep, but maybe pretend to have just woken up and gone, the TV's been on. I have no idea what this was. You guys woke
Look, son,
me up.
we're not buying that you're asleep. Why were you watching this movie? Why were you watching this? This looks like an adult film. There are sex scenes in here. What is this? What are you watching?
I would tell them I thought it was an action movie.
What kind of I can see some action. There's plenty of action in this movie, Samito.
Right before this, I swear, James Bond was on, they were shooting each other, this must be a scene in the movie, I have no idea. If it's on the TV, that's the thing. If you get caught on the computer, it's different, because you're not just watching Titanic on the computer, you pulled up that adult film. That's happened exactly once, and I told my dad it was a pop-up, and I need to update my antivirus.
People tend to be like, one at a time when you get the trolley. It'd be rude to sort of push forward. But you could.
Right.
You get your trolley, and technically, you could fill your trolley with stuff, and then just go, I'm done shopping.
Yeah.
And leave. Like, that's not stealing, that's just moving shit around.
It is.
And
yeah.
you could, like, look in other people's trolleys, just stare at it, and kind of go, oh, that's interesting shopping. And then maybe take a couple of the things you like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't belong to them yet. It's not theft.
Yeah, an intent to buy does not make it your possession, yeah. You could take a grape, because it doesn't hurt the integrity of the rest of the bunch of grapes.
No, but what if you look at the bunch of grapes and you go, how come this vine has one missing?
Well, that's more of a Karen thing to do. That's not a reasonable... Nah, there should be at least 3 more grapes on this. I can see this. Like,
Then how
what?
come-
They pick it off by the bunch.
Are you allowed to open the punnet of blueberries and take one blueberry?
Yeah, well, I think the etiquette there is if nobody's going to notice when they're buying the thing of blueberries or strawberries or grapes, right? You can't take a hot dog out of the pack of hot dog. Like, that's way too fucking obvious.
Hey, ladies, want to see a real VP? The Nord signal. Quick, to the Nord hole. NordVPN, man. People just don't know how much money they can save using NordVPN. I need you to get out there and save them. You got it, Chief. Time to suit up. Sorry, citizen. I need this more than you do.
Help, that man just stole my purse.
Oof, that's rough. You know, you can get cheaper prices on purses and aprons and other girly items by using international pricing through NordVPN.com/incognito and get 68% off the 2-year plan. And a free month also. You're welcome. Ooh.
Region-specific pricing on Steam. What the hell?
I know, right? Cheaper games on Steam. You are welcome. Just grab that. Rejoice, good people. Share in the spoils of my savings using the URL nordvpn.com/incognito to get 68% off 2-year plan. Why not? All right, this city now. Oh, looks like the work has already been done. He's the VPN this city needs. But not the one it deserves. So anyway, ladies, you can save with he watches over us. 68% off a 2-year plan.
My dad doesn't understand the internet fully well yet. He's got an iPad now.
Yeah.
But maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago, whenever my mom went to visit our home country, she went on her own because I refused to go. Because all I do is eat street food and get sick, right?
Yeah.
So I get home one day, I can hear that the TV's on, like the static or whatever. So I was like, oh, my dad's in the living room.
Yeah.
Open the door, and my dad's watching porn in the living room.
Oh my god.
I don't think he says anything. Maybe he just gives like a oh, He just sort of jumped up a bit, and I just sort of put my head down and then went into my room. And then, like an hour later, half an hour later, I'm like going to get a glass of water, and he's like, "Hey, did you catch what was on the TV?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Don't tell your mom." And I was like, "Why would I tell mom? Why the fuck would I? Why the fuck would I have that conversation with mom?"
I bet that was a relief though. As soon as someone else is brought into the dynamic, like, don't tell your mom. I bet it's like, oh, thank God, this isn't about the awkwardness between me and him now.
Yeah, it very much was, because later we did have a smart TV, and my dad comes to me one day and goes, hey, how do you delete the search history on YouTube? And I was like, I need to teach you how to do this, actually. You need to know how to do this. So I go down to the search history, and his most recent searches were like food, coffee, blah, 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 whatever. And then I click into that tab, and the 4 searches after that are like porn stars. And I was like, okay. And then he was like, wait, don't go that far. And I was like, chill. I know what is, I understand this. Here's the button to clear the search history. And he was like, okay, cool. And then a year after that, not that long ago, I get him an iPad. And he calls me, and he goes, Samet, your mom was out of the house. So I was like, all right, I'll be by.
Here's one thing I've noticed. 5G. People say, oh, that's ridiculous. 5G ain't gonna hurt you. And I agree.
Oh, okay.
If you start going on about 5G towers, yada, 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 you know, people mostly tune out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not listening currently.
Yeah, exactly. But let's say you went to someone's house and you took their Wi-Fi router,
okay,
and then started holding it next to their baby's head.
Right.
All of a sudden, you'd get in trouble.
Yeah.
And it's like...
I feel like that's more etiquette around babies, though.
Yeah, but it's like, hold on a minute, I thought you didn't believe it whatsoever. But as soon as you put it next to their baby's soft skull,
right,
they'll go, well, don't do that, please.
Right. At the very least, yeah. Could you not?
Yeah.
I feel like if you drop the stakes just a little bit, like if instead of your newborn baby, it's like your dog or something, I feel like much more people would be like, I mean, yeah, that's weird, but whatever, it's not going to hurt anything. I feel like you introduce anything to a baby, it just sets the stakes too high.
Yeah.
Oh, the safety's off. It's like, I don't care if the safety's on, dude. Just
off.
get it away from the baby.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, you could be like, there's no bullet in the chamber. There's no magazine in the gun. This thing is just a replica.
Yeah.
It's only a cap gun anyway.
Can I pull the trigger? No. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. You could probably have something that couldn't even be very dangerous. Like...
You could have 2 spoons.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's something like a spatula. Yeah, 2 spoons, and just hold them next to a baby's head. Eventually, someone would tell you to stop.
Yeah, yo, get away from my baby, you weird hobo. Like, what are you doing with 2 spoons?
Just holding 2 spoons. What's the problem?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever had situations where you've done something wrong, but it's too complicated in the moment to explain what you've done wrong, and you just have to kind of give up? Okay, so this happened to me once. I was at a dinner, and there were maybe a dozen of us, and we're all at this table. It's like an outdoor setting, and we're joking around. I think we were talking about being rude to waitstaff.
Right.
I said, oh yeah, like the French, where they just put their hand in the air and snap their fingers and say garçon.
Right.
And I did that motion, and then a waiter saw it and came over.
Right.
And I was mortified because effectively I had just done the thing.
Right.
I said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bring you over like that. And he had this look on his face like, what? And then I'm like trying to explain it, and there's like a dozen of us there, and it's like loud in a restaurant, and it's like I've just done like the rudest thing. And then it's like there's no way to explain it, and so you just go, yeah, I'll have the chicken schnitzel, please.
At least in a French accent. Come on, at least pretend you're a French tourist.
Yeah, and then it must have been like other people at other tables had seen it as well. It's like, I can't go over to them and explain to them.
Yeah, right.
Has anything like that ever happened to you?
So I'm plant sitting at one of the neighbors' houses.
Right.
So I'm supposed to go to the house every day or every other day.
Okay.
Dump some fish food in the fish tank, water the plants, and not order any pay-per-view porn on their TV. They didn't explicitly say that last part, but I learned this after the fact.
Wait, how old are you?
I mean, I wasn't 10, so 13, 14 maybe.
Okay.
They have a smart TV. I don't have cable, but I've never just had lone access to pay-per-view and being able to order stuff. So I'm browsing through the TV. I'm just watching TV. Who's going to get mad at the plant sitter watching TV, right? And I'm browsing through the sections, and I find the sections that say adult only or XXX or 18 plus or whatever. Everything's got a free preview to it. So I'm watching the free previews. You know, at this point, like, I remember specifically thinking, I was like, this is wrong. I don't want to get caught doing this, but I have to know what a vagina looks like because I have no clue, right? I must have been younger. Let's say 12. And I was like, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
I'm going to find a scene. I'm going to find something where a girl shows her vagina, and then I'm out of here. And then I'm going to be more knowledgeable than when I went in, and this will be a net positive for me. And I'm supposed to get paid $60 for house sitting their place for 9 days. And she calls me over, gives me a text, maybe knocks on my door. I don't remember how we got in communication that day. And she sits me down, and she goes, did you order anything on the TV? And I was like, I don't think so. Nah, I don't think so. And she was like, we got a receipt for, you know, a certain film that we know was an adult film. And immediately she goes, I'm not going to tell your parents, but did you order something on the TV? And I was like, I flipped through the TV. I clicked on some buttons. I swear I don't remember ordering anything of that nature. Turns out I didn't actually watch a free preview. I did, in fact, order something that was $25 that she took out of the money that she was going to pay me. And I was like, cool. All right, I'm going to go home.
Yeah, so she just wanted the honesty out of you.
Yeah, and I couldn't even give her that. I mean, they live in the neighborhood, so I see them like walking their dog and stuff. At some point, her husband had walked up and was like, just admit that you ordered something on the TV. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. And then we stopped talking after that.
Camping.
Okay.
I can't imagine any other time that I would be as polite as when I'm going fucking camping. You know, you run into another tent, say, you've got absolutely no idea what these people could be like.
Sure.
They could kill you and probably get away with it.
That's true.
If I ran across someone else and their tent, I would not be getting anywhere near their tent.
Yeah.
I would be standing about 30 feet away and be going, hello.
Right,
hello.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wouldn't like walk up to the tent and like unzip it or knock on the tent. Hello. Oh! Oh, Sumita, do you want to give a quick rundown on why you don't shake with the left hand?
Yeah, so considering that everybody is right-handed, the right hand is always used for eating, and the left hand is always used for cleaning yourself on the toilet.
That's right, and also usually you hold your sword with the right hand as well, so it shows, oh, I don't have anything dangerous in my hand.
Right.
But, problem with that, I have seen a lot of cute, right? That's nice.
Right.
But E is holding his left hand.
Yeah, interesting.
So, is there an etiquette between, like, who gets the right hand and who gets the left hand? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, probably not.
Is he, like, the submissive one then?
It's not, so they... Why barbers feel like it's okay to put their dick on your hand while they're cutting your hair.
That's true.
That's a thing. I've never said that to somebody and they've had no idea what I'm talking about.
Yep.
But a good portion of the time it's like, come on, man, it's like the third time this haircut. Like, what? You can tell me to lean to a side so you don't need to fucking stretch over, dude.
Yep, I know exactly what you mean.
Have you ever said anything?
No, but I always move, and the sheer fact that you've moved...
That's a sensitive enough area that they're like, oh, wait a second.
...is a signal, yeah.
Maybe I should stop doing what I'm doing.
I still haven't figured out. I don't know where to look. Someone's got me in a chair, and they've put me in front of a mirror, and it's like, oh, I guess I just stare at myself?
Right.
I can't stare at the barber. That's no good. Imagine just making eye contact with someone the whole time they're trying to cut your hair.
Yeah.
Feels wrong. But then you just like, what, staring into space, having like an existential crisis in the mirror.
What am I? Who am I?
And a lot of the time, unless you've got like AirPods or something, if you've got headphones, you can't exactly wear them while you're getting your hair cut.
You never tell them that you didn't like the haircut.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a meme that was like, yo, after my barber does my shit, if he holds up the mirror and that mirror is a picture of him fucking my mom, I'd still be like, yeah, man, looks great, dude, thank you. I remember I was at the beach in LA when we went to VidCon, and me and my girlfriend saw people riding up and down the beaches on these double bicycles where the seats are like side by side, and they all advertised the same little shack where you could rent the bikes. So I went in and I was looking at the thing and I was like, I think it's $36 for half an hour, but that seems like a lot for a bike, and there's 9 bikes outside. Like hardly anybody's buying these things. The dude working there must have overheard me say this out loud to my girlfriend. But I went to make sure and I asked him and I was like, hey, how much are the bikes? And he was like, it's gonna be too much for you, buddy. Oh. I was like, oh, okay, so it must be the $36 for half an hour, which yeah, it does seem like way too much.
What a rude asshole. It's too expensive for you.
Yeah.
Bruh. You know what you're supposed to do in that situation? What you do is you go to your local bike store, right? And then you buy like 8 bikes.
Open a bike store next to him?
No, then you walk back to the rental place and you hold 4 of the bikes in each hand. And you go, you work on commission, right? Big mistake. Huge. Just fucking leave.
Pretty woman my way out of there.
All right, Sumito, I'm afraid I'm phasing through the floor right now. That means it's time to leave. Goodbye.
Is he gone? Has he phased through the floor? All right. Twitch.tv/Sumeto Media.
Hey, what are you doing?
I was recording a thing for my channel.
All right. Well, looks like the room is spinning. That's your cue to leave. Leave my house, please.
Okay. As I low budget animate my way over to stage left. See you in a month.
Goodbye. Ads. Ads. What are ads? If these are called ads, then what are subtracts? Why do they call it a fire sale when they keep trying to put it out? If mitochondria are the powerhouse of the cell, what are they selling? And, where do people go during these brief commercial messages? What do I usually say here? A gun! Bang, 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 bang. All this and more after these brief messages.
Have you seen this ad?
Sweet child of mine.
Someone added that little sound effect for the...
I didn't remember it being that ridiculous yet.
Hold on, I gotta go frame by frame. He looks like MatPat, right?
But that's just an ad.
Boy, imagine getting a
speeding
group of
ads.
20 kids to all pay attention to the same thing all at once. Please all look in this direction. Just keep watching.
You know they went to like a school and like gave the school $500 and they were like, just don't tell the parents, just say you're on a field trip.
This is funny, man. This is so stupid.
Bruh. And it's just their coats.
Yeah, they've taken like 2 different shots and then they've just cropped between them. I wonder if you can even see the line.
Dude, this is where all the budget went.
Look at the way the tree and shit is all deforming.
Did I tell you about the time I got pulled over for watching Futurama while driving home?
Sounds like you.
My girlfriend doesn't drive at this point, so I'm picking her up or dropping her off, but it's snowing. It's obscene. Like, we're maybe doing a mile of the road in like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I have this phone holder for my phone in my car that I usually use for the GPS, but you just turn it horizontally and then you can watch YouTube videos.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm just watching through like an entire season of The Office, 2 seasons of The Office on the 4 hours it's taking me to drop her off and then drive back. So I'm driving home. It's like midnight or something, and I've got Futurama on, and the lights go off behind me, and I was like, fuck. Pull over, lock my screen so it's black, and then the cop comes up to my side, and he's like, buddy, are you watching Futurama? And I was like, yeah, I was just kind of listening. I wasn't like watching. He was like, you can't have your phone out unless it's got your GPS up.
Right.
And I was like, oh, my bad.
What was the experience like? Did you put both hands on the steering wheel? All right, officer, it's not me.
Oh, I get pulled over all the time, dude. My car is illegal as fuck, dude.
Really?
Yeah, all the like my.
I love the idea that like all these times you're just like softly clutching your gun at your hip, like it's all gonna go off at any moment. Beads of sweat dripping down your face. Thank you, officer. I didn't realize about the headline.
No, it's literally not even a scary experience anymore. I've been pulled over so many times.
Oh, look at the time. Samito, you're late for your meeting at the Twitch offices.
I'll be Bounty Paper Towels.
I'm Jeff Bezos. Mr. Bounty, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to the Twitch offices. You're being live streamed right now, by the way, so just be careful.
Oh,
what you say?
Brilliant. Oh, I take my seat in my comfy PewDiePie gaming chair. You seem to have a spill on your table at the moment.
It's fine. We've got Kleenex for that. Don't worry about that.
Clearly, you need our product. What can you offer us?
Hold on. Let me just hop in this hot tub here. Get a little comfortable.
$300,000 and 15 minutes alone with Pokimane, and we will accept nothing less.
So look, I think you got a very fine product here. These Bounty bars are just tremendous.
Are you under the impression that we are the Bounty Chocolate Company? Because we are.
And look, we would love for you to spend your money here at Twitch. If you need an audience that is 98% male with very little purchasing power outside of their parents' credit card, you are in the right place, let me tell you.
I'm sorry, did you say sticky gaming men? Because that's our core demographic here at Bounty Chocolate Paper Towels.
That's right. In fact, I was a bit sticky. That's why I jumped into the hot tub.
Ah, yes, of course.
I just clean off and then it's let all the chocolate float to the top. Now, why don't you jump in here with me?
This is a very cold hot tub.
So I like to keep it room temperature. It saves money, you see. We're all about cost cutting here at Amazon.
Ah, yes, as are we.
How many Bounty rolls do you think it would take to absorb all this water in this hot tub?
Well, considering that we're toe-to-toe at this point, it's not a very large hot tub. I reckon between 4 rolls of Bounty triple ply and 300 rolls of the Bounty nose tissues.
Wow, that's an absorbency rate that you just don't see much elsewhere.
Yes, we are the market leading in absorbency rates, as you'll find in this brochure that is soaking wet at the moment.
We propose that you spend $2 million over the next quarter.
I'm sorry, could you repeat yourself? I was dunking my head into the water.
Let's get down to brass tacks. We propose that you spend about $2 million.
$2 million. That's a lot of paper.
For that, we could get you 5 cents per click. Rest assured, this office is as diverse as it gets. We never say the N-word, even if it's really funny in the moment. We consider that a terms of service violation, and you get banned immediately.
Really?
Yes, that's right, except for me.
Well, what if you're just singing along to your favorite hip-hop song?
It depends if you're a girl.
Ah, yes, of course. Would it be possible to perhaps become incorporated into the culture of live streaming?
We could give you a Bounty paper towel emote. It'll mean something racist within a couple of weeks. And then we're going to have to ban anyone who uses it.
Would it at least be spammed in the chat every time somebody knocks over a beverage on their desk?
I'm going to be honest, I wasn't listening. I was thinking about my ex-wife.
Brilliant.
She took so much from me, and I don't think she even uses Bounty paper towels, to be honest.
Yeah, they're not great.
Ad time.
There's one thing you should know about me. I specialize in a very specific type of security. Internet security.
No, sir, he got away again.
What if we could have unlimited region unlocked content by tomorrow? Wouldn't that be worth fighting for? Wouldn't that be worth dying for? Wouldn't that be worth signing up for? You are not ready.
You think I don't know that? I didn't ask for any of this. I'm just an ordinary man.
And you're the only one who can set them free.
I'm ready. Jack me in.
That's kind of gay.
I think I found a way home. All I have to do is this one last job.
Not much of a threat without your phone.
You think that's the only one? I can use up to 6 different devices on this account.
I'm afraid he's gone.
My god, he's using a VPN within a VPN.
He's starting to believe.
If we do this, there's no going back.
How are you still going?
I got a huge deal on a 2-year plan.
But it's been more than 2 years.
Yeah, because it comes with 4 bonus months. Go to nordvpn.com/incognito for a huge deal on a 2-year plan, plus 4 bonus months. Adova. I love ad jingles. Like, I think they're just as good as regular music. Mentos is easily the best.
Oh, I remember this.
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Nothing gets to you, staying fresh.
Or, you know, just take off the jacket for the interview. Absolutely retarded solution, though.
You didn't hire the dude with the tacky suit, did you? Bro, his breath.
It's just so minty, I couldn't do anything about it. All I want to do is watch these ads and make guesses on what the solution is now.
Yeah, I mean, this fits in the theme.
Hold on, I've never seen this one at all.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, she's pregnant and she's been caught by her parents.
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life.
Quick, put your dick away. What's the solution to the boyfriend problem? I'm gonna say she cuts up his body and ties it to pieces of string and then says that he's a chandelier that's always been in her room.
I think he offers the dad a Mentos, and the dad's like, you can't be a bad kid. You've got Mentos.
Honestly, I think you might be right.
That's what my money's on.
Fresh and full of life.
You know what? That was just a better solution than anything we came up with. That was actually not bad. I'm slightly impressed by that one. Oh, she spit something.
Oh, you idiot. You kept on your shoes? I was going to say the end of that ad feels like the beginning of a porn. Listen, I won't tell Dad that your girlfriend's actually your boyfriend.
What are you doing, stepmom? Airport.
What do you think happens?
The premise is she's got this bomb and she's trying to get it onto the plane post 9/11.
In this 90s commercial?
I don't know. You tell me what her problem is.
All you have to do is not mention 9/11. I think she grabs somebody else's bag, and then that person grabs her hand like, hey, that's my bag.
It doesn't matter what comes.
No, it's that she can't find a trolley.
Well, we tried.
Fresh and full of life.
We've already figured out the solution before she hit the Mentos. It's just some bullshit. Obviously, she's going to put the explosives on that car and then ram that right through the front of it.
I can't believe you predicted.
Look straight at the camera. Who are these three people? Wave. Goodbye. Oh. All right, what's the problem with the rock concert?
Oh, their fucking tickets are fake. Obviously, they don't get scanned in.
I reckon they can't see over the top of a tall person's head. One, please. No, never mind. Sold out.
I feel like mine was closer, but whatever.
Yeah, yours was closer.
Oh, maybe they bribed their way in by giving Mentos to the security guard.
He's going to turn his jacket inside out, and for some reason, it'll be exactly the same color as the security.
Staying fresh, staying cool.
He's with the band!
Is that Winona Ryder?
You know I don't know who that is. Stop making fun of me.
Winona Ryder.
I hardly know her.
This is the equivalent of, like, the middle finger. Like, every time at the very end. With the Mentos.
That's literally what it has been.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Well, you got me.
Fuck you. Have I ever talked to you about Jennifer Lopez's song "My Love Doesn't Cost a Thing"?
No.
Jennifer Lopez, J-Lo, as I know her.
First and last name basis, right?
Yeah. And there's this one lyric that goes.
Right.
And I still thought, like, what is the significance of that? Why would you have to bring, say, your own floss and then, store it in my bathroom? It's such a strange thing to not offer to share. It all clicked. One day, like 15 years after floss was another term for jewelry and shit.
Yeah, or just like flexing.
Yeah.
You know that song Riot? Basically, the song goes, "Let's start a riot."
Right.
I remember listening to it in my buddy's basement as we're playing, Halo 3 multiplayer. And I was like, why are they just screaming Mr. Ryan? I don't get this.
No way.
Is that in the...
Shut up, let me listen. Holy shit, that sounds way more like Mr. Ryan than "Let Us Start a Riot."
Yeah.
Alright, Samito. I understand you want this job at this prestigious marketing agency. What makes you so qualified? Don't you know there are thousands of people outside the door just queuing, waiting to have the job?
Of course. You know how in most interviews for a sales position, they will have this ludicrous test where they will ask the applicant to sell them a pen? I've already come prepared. I have brought you a old typewriter. No longer will you need pens. Think about it. Press on the keys. Press on the keys.
Okay, no,
I think you'll find it quite satisfying.
So I'm gonna be honest, it's creasing all the papers on my desk.
Yeah.
Look, here's a pen. Why don't you sell me this pen?
Absolutely. How you doing today? How you been?
Terrible.
Really? What happened?
Someone murdered my wife with a pen.
I am so sorry to hear that. You gotta be angry. You're upset, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what? Talking's for losers. I understand why you don't want to talk about it. I've been there. I've been in the exact place that you're in. You know what you gotta do instead of talk? You gotta take action.
Really?
You gotta get out there. You need to take something from him.
Hey, you're right.
That's the only thing you can do. I've got his home address.
Wait.
I'll write it down for you. And as I slide you his home address, here's a pen for $10. Hand over the cash.
Surely a gun would be a better weapon.
Revenge is a dish best served in ink.
This pen reminds me of my wife too much. I can't even look at it.
It's time for action, man. Give me $10.
Oh, all right, you've got the job. That'll be nice. That'll be a 30-second segment.
That would actually, you know, the trick to the pen thing is to like ignore the pen, find a problem the customer has, sell them that the pen will fix their problem.
Nothing will fit in my urethra.
That would legitimately pass the test. Oh, we gotta look at fucking overseas Indian phone plan ad.
No problem. अब तो सिर्फ 1 cent per minute में मैं तुम्हें 100 बार कॉल कर सकता हूँ.
They're speaking their native language, and then all of a sudden you hear
3 easy payments, hi. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 easy payments.
That's actually a huge thing in Japan. They have a word for it. This one's sort of cute. My Hindi isn't great, but she's basically like, I've called you 3 times. And he's like, oh, not a problem. It's only 1 cent per minute.
Oh, you know what he's saying?
I don't understand Hindi, but some of the words are the same in Bengali.
Oh, how interesting. Okay. What did he say? What is that?
My onomatopoeia is not as good as my English. Bastardizing it, but it's like, what if I told you don't drive the car inside? Do you not understand?
This is actually, I'm finding this very impressive.
দেখো পড়ে যাচ্ছে দেখো দেখো খুলে যাচ্ছে কথা বোঝে না
He said, why isn't the house made of cement? Cement is so beautiful. Look at our house. Look, it's falling apart. Don't you understand what I'm saying? And he said it just like his dad said to him, don't you know what I'm saying?
Oh, right, okay.
I only ever speak with my moms. I know how to talk about like food and how to argue, but outside of that, my Bengali's useless. Did you ever watch those channels that were just infomercial after infomercial?
This would be fun. We could totally just sell stuff on like a live stream.
That's true. Just get like the absolute stupidest, unsellable products they could find.
All right, buy some coyote urine.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Boy, have I got a product for all you hunters out there. No longer will you only be able to purchase the urine of your favorite e-girl online. We now have primetime pure coyote
Use
urine.
the code below. How many cans of this do we have?
The first 150. Oh, and they're already gone. They're already gone. I'm afraid you'll have to make do with your own urine. Thank you so much, everybody.
What do you think of this glass decanter?
Oh, you'd absolutely not be able to clean it. And they're like, yeah, you can't just drink it right out of the glass, dumb fuck. You gotta aerator it, and then it tastes like wine.
That's some bullshit. They should just pour it out all over the kitchen bench, just like how they do with those terrible meals you see on like TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you just soak it up with a rag, and then you squeegee it back into a cup. There you go, aerated wine.
People unironically blend it. They'll dump a bottle of wine into a blender and then just fucking blend it with the lid off.
I suppose it feels wrong. That's probably a really good way to do it. Sandra, what do you reckon about this brand new cat licking brush?
Ah, yes, the cat licking brush. You know how your cat hates you enough already? Take your fully grown cat that's never felt the lick of a mother and treat it to some proper fur agitation.
Do male cats lick each other? Is that like a weird, is it kind of like...
Yeah, it's not...
Oh, it's a bit gay, dude.
I think they do.
You know what I mean?
I think just cleaning in general is just kind of yeah, they're gay, basically.
Right.
They just got...
As long as they don't make eye contact.
Well, no, it's super gay, because they're just like, listen, I don't even care. This place has to be clean.
Do they take turns? No, okay, let's move.
I'd like to admit that I do not own any cats.
I'm going to be a customer, you're going to be
go for
a Adobe salesman.
I will remind you that I have 6 years in this professionally, but sure, go for it. Let's do this role play.
Hello.
I'm on break.
All right, Smito, you'll be back after these commercial messages.
Hey, what's going on, YouTube viewer? Let me guess. You sick of waiting 6 years for Internet Historian to come out with a video on the main channel?
Yeah, excuse me, I was near that.
Hold on, this ain't your part yet. Read the script.
I apologize. Sorry, it was in Bengali.
Yeah. Let me tell you about In the Field. Let's take it away to Internet Historian for some detailed facts.
It's very rarely in a field. And I hadn't thought this far ahead.
You know, wait, we can do a better outro.
Well, Tomito, thanks for coming to my office. I really don't need any more pens. I'm trying to be polite, but please leave.
Okay, listen, let me pitch you one more idea.
I don't know. Hold on, I'm looking at my watch.
Listen, you got 40 more applicants in the hallway, and I promise you can save the rest of your day and not have to interview a single one of them because you're gonna.
They want to know where my wife is.
You're gonna hire me on the spot after this. Listen.
Okay, yeah, go on.
Your profits last year were under $200,000 for your marketing company. What if I told you I will give you $50 if you hire me right now? 3% increase. Think about it. Don't run those numbers.
You know what? This is an unpaid internship. That sounds kind of good.
Nice. All right. Well, I'll start tomorrow.
Wait, what's your position?
I don't.
Also, what's my position?
Is this at the Twitch offices?
This is just where I came to hide from the police.
Oh, that's what those sirens have been outside. You do fit the description. I didn't think about
Can you
that.
hold this pen for me?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a knife. Wait, where'd he go? What's this body doing here? Dude.
Yeah, officer. You went that way.
Holy
He's
shit.
in there. Go out with your hands up.
I'm holding a pen. It's quite
We're
heavy.
gonna start firing in 3,
Who gives a countdown for police brutality?
2. We always start firing on 2. Mythology. Mythology. What is mythology? Everyone get down, this is a mythology. Is this a mythology? Take me to the treasure room, I want to see it. I will speak the magic words. Open sesame. I knew they were hiding it. Anyway, here's that deposit I wanted to make. Aha! What's this? The mythological Holy Grail? I won't be needing this for another 6 months. All this and more on this episode of In the Quarantine.
Do you know the story of Orpheus?
Is that the guy that travels down to Hades?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I know this one. Yeah, this is a good one. Okay.
Everyone loves this theremin player, including, what was her name? Eurydice?
Eurydice.
Okay,
Yeah.
and they fall in love, and all is well.
So she's a beautiful woman, and he loves her very much, and he plays beautiful music for her, and the music makes everyone happy, and it's more than just that. It also encourages things to grow, and everyone loves this dude. And his lady walks off, goes into the forest, and there, I think she's running away, and she gets bitten by a snake. She was in a NordVPN ad. It was region locked, so they couldn't suck out the poison. And so she died and she went down to Hades.
He named it after himself, which,
Yeah.
you know, that just saves time, I suppose. Might be a little bit confusing. Oh, I'm going to Hades. Oh, how was he? Oh, well, I didn't actually see him, but I went to his house. So Orpheus finds his wife dead and is stricken, so he has to go get his wife back from Hades. So he walks to Hades through like a hole in the ground, I believe.
Yes. He goes down these thousands and thousands of steps and he reaches the river Styx. And there he sees the boatman.
The boatman. I like to think of the boatman with like headphones on. He's not really that enthusiastic about his job.
No, well, why would you be at that point? Yeah, same old, same old. Arr. What do you want?
Hi, yeah, I'm Orpheus. I'm a pretty major musician in the upper world. You might have heard of me.
Nope.
Okay, well, that's good that I reminded you of it then. Anyway, I'm new in town and I'm looking for the best boat service possible to get me straight to Hades. The guy, not the place.
Well, it's just me, and you're not getting on because you're clearly alive.
Well, I mean, I don't think you should hold it against me. What is this? Oh, I didn't expect to run into such prejudice in this eternal lake of fire and sinners.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't mean to discriminate. I was some of my best friends are alive.
Where can you take me? What part of hell can you take me that's close?
Listen, you can't get on the boat. People need to pay me to get on this boat. You know, man's got to make a living. I don't know what I do with the cash. I don't know why there is a toll to pay for this ferry. Because to be honest, I just take all these coins and I put them over here in this big pile. It's kind of like a Scrooge McDuck thing. Listen, I'm not a man easily convinced. You're either dead or you're not getting on the boat.
What if I told you that this was a mission for love?
I wouldn't be moved. Unless there was some sort of music that you were going to play on the lyre.
What can persuade this boatman, I wonder to myself? Perhaps a banging tune on my lyre.
Yeah, I'm going to just take off my headphones. Go on. Can you do Toto? Africa? I like that one.
Oh yeah, of course. That's what every lyre player knows how to do Toto. Raining man. Oh, that's another song. That will do.
You know what? I'm convinced. That's some beautiful tune. I'm so moved. I'm going to take you down the river.
Terrific.
What do you choose first?
Sure. What am I seeing in hell?
Oh man, there's a whole bunch of lost souls underneath you. Yeah, you get used to the wailing. Over there's a fire. It doesn't go out for some reason. I don't know what else there is down here, to be honest. Last and only stop. Don't forget to give me a good rating on Uber.
Sure, no worries.
5 stars, please.
Thanks. Surely it'd be lift as hell.
What, no tip? There's bottled water in the back.
I would have given a tip, but the whistle-stop tour of the adulterers lining up in front of a little guillotine really bummed me out. So...
Oh, sorry. So, you get down to Hades. Fee-fi, fo-fum, who's this?
Great Lord Hades, it is I, Orpheus, famous musician of the Overground.
Who?
Don't worry about it. People know me. It's okay. Anyway, I'm here for my girlfriend. You've got her, and I'd like to take her back to the top world, please and thank you.
I don't think so, actually. Once someone comes down to Hades, they don't ever leave. And my wife's here to back me up. Oh, yeah, no, actually, you don't get to leave. And you know what? I'm a pretty big deal. So I'm going to have a second wife. And you know what? Her name's going to be Eurydice.
What? Oh, Hades, you're out of line.
2 wives, isn't it? Twice as good.
Oh, but she's my wife.
Well, I'm in charge.
That's true. But I feel like I can persuade you by Toto in Africa.
Okay, alright, cracking tune. You know what, I think it's good. But I am still unmoved. But, hold on a minute. Oh, my wife. Oh, she's crying. She is moved. Oh, please, Hades. Oh, please, let him have his wife back. You know what, I'm gonna make you a deal. This one time, I'm going to let someone have their wife back. But, special conditions. She's going to leave behind you, and she will not make any noise whatsoever. But you must not turn around to see that she is there. And if you do turn around, then she will be mine forever.
I'm just making notes as you say this. So, got it. Walking behind me.
Yep.
Don't turn around.
Yep.
Got it. Well, that seems simple enough there, Hades. I'm sure that won't be a problem.
Alright, have you go.
Out through the little fire exit.
I believe he plays the lyre on the way out to try and guide her out, or something like that.
This guy is very self-involved, isn't he? He's always...
Every solution involves the lyre. Yep. It's like Wolverine. Every solution is the claws.
So he walks out. For some reason, he wants to look behind him because he can't hear her. So he looks.
No, don't look.
And she just is there, and then she just slowly gets like pulled back into hell.
Do you remember what happens next?
Bit of a blur from here. I think Orpheus is pretty upset about what went down.
Sure is.
Probably plays a sad song on the lyre to himself.
More than just a sad song. So there he is, and it's driving everyone mad. If I remember correctly, women are miscarrying, people are killing themselves, crops aren't growing properly.
That is a bad song.
That's a bad song, and he's playing this way for days and days. And then eventually the villagers go, fuck this, and they decide to kill him.
I'm reading it here. It's a group of irate women, they've called it, which I think is very funny. The women kill him and cut his body into pieces and throw him and his lyre into the river. Outrageous. That's
a bummer.
Yeah. Poor Orpheus.
I don't know if it's going to be trite to point out the whole problem with Icarus. I suppose the Greeks have never been up high before, and they just didn't know that actually things get colder up there, and anyway, he's flying along, and the wings are made of feathers and wax, and apparently the wax smells, but that doesn't make no sense, because it gets colder, innit?
You know, I've never considered that aspect of the myth. You know, you've got your time machine, and you go back to ancient Greece to find whoever made this myth, because obviously you need to correct them with all the intensity of someone in the comments who needs to correct your incorrect facts.
Yeah, like a scorning teacher.
Exactly. Actually, Daedalus, or whoever told this myth, actually, when you go up high, it actually gets colder. Do you know much about Socrates?
Socrates?
From most descriptions, he was just like a rambling madman who walked around with no shoes on, but everyone thought he was pretty wise.
There were people who were more rambling and more mad, but he was certainly one of them. He used to go around accosting people in the
philosophy center.
Yeah, and he used to just ask people questions until they submitted. Yeah, he used to go, oh, what's a horse? And they go, oh, I don't know, about 60 quid. No, what is a horse? And they go, oh, well, it's a big creature with 4 legs. You go, oh, okay, so is every creature that's big and has 4 legs a horse? Well, no, there's elephants and giraffes. Oh, okay. So what makes a horse then? Well, you can ride on it. He would just ask questions and questions and questions.
He sounds incredible.
Insufferable.
Yeah, totally obnoxious.
That's why he was executed.
Yeah, they made him drink poison. It was just like, I've had enough of this guy. There's just two ancient Greek dudes hanging out in the philosophy center and just chatting away. Just like, oh yeah, maybe I've heard there might be war with Sparta. Oh shit, it's Socrates. He's here. Act normal. Hey guys, ever wonder if we're all living in a cave? Man, we're not, man. Like, this guy.
Look, I do shadow puppets. And we don't want to see the shadow puppets again. Not again.
This is the thing about philosophy in general. It's all about like contrary knowledge. It's all about going, oh, you think the world works this way? Well, what if it worked like this?
I think the world goes a little something like this. He was charged and found guilty of blasphemy.
Yes.
And for corrupting the youth, I think.
Well, yes, he had a bit of a history of that, didn't he? Allegedly.
Not the sodomy. They mean like corrupting the youth's minds.
Yes.
By doing the blasphemy.
There's that famous painting of him being handed his poison.
He was like 72 or something when he died, wasn't he? I think the idea was that he figured, well, what I got now is further decline. I guess I may as well go. Boy, he's loving it. He's loving it. Chugging it down.
So this is what I've always been waiting for. This is why I've been annoying you all for so long.
Anyway, so I was correct.
Like, everyone's interpreted this painting to mean like, oh, I'm so sad. When really they're just like, thank God, he's finally gonna shut the fuck up.
On the left here with the curly hair, he's just slamming his head against the wall. Shut up, shut up. This dude, he's a little more tolerant. This dude is going, just drink it. Just come on, man. Hurry up.
Come on, man.
And then this guy's got his hand over his ears. Yeah.
Yeah, he actually does. Just like, this guy has got to go.
Anyway, so that's the reason why Season 8 of Game of Thrones wasn't actually that bad. Fuck.
Don't throw rocks in a glass house. Never quite understood the meaning of that phrase.
What, of glass houses?
Yeah, so why shouldn't people... I mean, obviously, they shouldn't throw rocks in a glass house to break the glass, but what are they... What kind of behavior is that supposed to...
It's a thing against hypocrisy, so a small amount of criticism in return could also do a huge amount of damage, because the person who's living in the glass house is guilty of so much.
That's what I was missing. Guilty of walking around in just a t-shirt. Not completely naked, a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I just think that's more offensive.
We can do fables, right?
Yeah, let's do fables.
Yeah, okay. What, Aesop's?
Aesop's and the Grimm's ones, they're good.
Aesop, I've always thought is just such a stupid name. Like,
yeah.
It reminds me of, you ever have a bad handshake?
Of course, yes.
It reminds me of that phenomenon where someone just puts their limp hand in your hand to shake it. You go, oh yeah, that's an Aesop.
That's...
You know what I mean?
Is because it's almost like an onomatopoeia, because that's what the handshake sounds like as well, but Aesop.
Yeah, always giving me a bloody Aesop. Oh, I'm doing all the work.
There is, of course, the other bad form of handshake, which is the overly aggressive, asserting dominance handshake.
That's what you call a grim.
That's a grim handshake, I like it.
A short story typically with animals as characters conveying a moral. Oh, okay. I only know about 3 of these fables. Maybe 4. Okay, so there's the turtle and the hare, the scorpion and the frog, the fox with the grapes.
Oh, I don't know that one.
You don't know sour grapes?
No. Oh, is it where the term comes from?
Yeah. Okay, so this is nice and
yeah,
presented.
It's a lovely little website.
Read.gov.
Yeah. This is what the government wants you to read. Government-sanctioned mythology right here. Don't listen to them.
A fox one day spied a beautiful bunch of ripe grapes hanging from a vine. The grapes seemed ready to burst with juice, and the fox's mouth watered as he gazed longingly at them. The bunch hung from the high branch, and the fox had to jump for it. The first time he jumped, he missed it by a long way. So he walked off a short distance and took a running leap at it, only to fall short once again. And again, and again he tried, but in vain. Now he sat down and looked at the grapes in disgust. What a fool I am, he said. Here I am wearing myself out to get a bunch of sour grapes that are not worth, grasping for. And he walked off very, very scornfully. Yeah, so he's like, well, I fucking want it anyway. Bitch grapes,
There are those who pretend.
So that's where the term sour grapes comes from.
I didn't know that. That's actually a really good story.
Alright, right, we're gonna look at some images, and you tell me which myth this is from. This is gonna be like a quiz. Audience, you can join in on this one.
Mythbusters, if you. Oh, wait, that one's taken.
Myth destroyers.
Myth pounders. Okay, what's that? That's an underworld story, for sure.
Yeah, this is those three ladies, what only Cher and I.
Oh, yeah, I remember hearing that as a kid. I haven't thought about that myth since I was a kid. It's super creepy.
And so everybody's life has a string, and then they cut the string. What? It's no good. They've got the titles at the top here. All right, look away.
I would have got that one anyway. It's fine.
All right, who's this?
Oh, it's Thingy. She's got a box. I know who she is. I've seen that box before.
Oh, okay. Look at this one.
Hey,
who's this?
Well, that's Medusa's head in the middle. So, who cut off Medusa's head?
I'm not giving you any clues. It's in another episode in the field. You should know this one.
Oh, a real fan would know.
Yeah.
Perseus.
Yay! Who's this?
Old guy dying.
Yep.
Authority figures there. Lots of people are trying to kill him. It's Jeffrey Epstein. Murder of Jeffrey Epstein.
You got it. Next one. Who's this fella?
That can only be Hercules.
I would not be fighting a lion nudes. Ad time. Nord, activate.
This is a message to everyone out there. Our privacy's in danger. We have to do something.
68% off a 2-year plan. Protect your internet privacy. International content. Plus a free extra month.
David and Goliath? I think that one's pretty good.
What's the moral of David and Goliath?
I think it's supposed to be about sort of overcoming the odds. But I've heard an interpretation by Malcolm Gladwell that I thought was really good. Have you ever heard this one where it's like...
I don't think I have. What does Gladders say?
You've got two armies, and you're crossed from one another on a field. You're there in the Bronze Age. You're about to stab each other with these horribly blunt weapons and hurt each other and maim each other. And, you know, you might have 2,000 troops on one side and 2,000 troops on the other, and you're all fairly evenly matched. The idea is that, you know what, instead of 4,000 of us getting potentially injured or killed, we'll take our strongest fighter and put him on the front lines, and you take your strongest fighter and put him on the front lines, and these two will duel, and whoever wins the battle.
So that's really good diplomacy. I think we should do that now.
It is a good idea, right? His argument is that actually David had a massive advantage all along.
Technology.
Yeah, well, basically. He goes into what effectively a slingshot was back in the day. So apparently these guys used to be incredibly accurate with their slingshots. You know, they all used to practice slinging because they were shepherds, and so that was your main weapon against things that were going to eat your flock.
Wolves.
Yeah, exactly. And foxes and large crows and such.
Monsters that live in the backs of theatres.
Yeah, Mento.
Yeah, like really good ideas, IP-wise, just saying.
The other thing about a sling is that actually it's an incredibly powerful weapon. Like, you can very easily kill someone with a sling. They've recorded it's like the equivalent of like a 32 caliber bullet if you get hit by a rock from a sling. And so basically it's the story of a man with a knife going up against a man with a gun.
Yeah, the moral of the story is bring a gun to a knife fight.
Or at least wear a helmet.
Yes. That is the lesson according to Goliath, if you take his perspective.
If David comes along and he goes, oh, you know what, I'm the toughest fighter from my village, and then Goliath's like, oh, I'm gonna fuck you up, kid. And then David goes, oh, I found a stone, look at this. And then basically hits them with the gun of their day.
Yeah.
You'd be like, you can't just This is cheating. And everybody charge, you know?
You're right. It was like set up like this samurai duel of honor, and this kid walks up and hollows some guy's head out in front of everyone. To be fair, though, it's consistent with David's character. Do you know what he ends up doing after this?
Goes on massive bender.
He does do that, invades loads of places, becomes king.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so a bit of an upgrade from Shepherd. He becomes king of Israel. And then he spots a woman that he really likes far away, taking a shower from his palace, and he's like, I like her.
Really?
Yeah, you see this beautiful, I've never seen a woman that beautiful before. This is a part of the story that I've never quite understood about, is that he sees this woman bathing from his palace, so I don't know how he's managing that. But
Well, she's living in a glass house.
there we go, explains it, perfect. Anyway, so he goes over and she's like, I'm the king, so you should think about upgrading. And she's like, well, actually, my husband fights in your army, so it'd be a little bit dishonorable. So David goes back, finds out who this guy is, sends him to the front line and has him killed and takes his wife.
Oh.
That's the story, yeah.
That's not so pleasant. What's your favorite myth?
My favorite myth? Ooh, King Midas is one of my favorites. The king who wishes to turn everything to gold.
Yes. So there's a guy. His name's Midas. One day... Oh, who the hell's Ovid?
Oh, he's a poet. He wrote the Metamorphoses. Yeah, so a lot of the myths are sort of formalized because he's the first one who actually got it down on paper.
Alright, so he retains the copyright.
Yes, exactly.
So one day, Dionysus found that his old schoolmaster and foster father, the satyr Silenus...
The old satyr had been drinking wine and wandering away drunk to be found by some Pythagorean peasants who carried him to their king Midas. Midas treated him nice, 10 days in hospital, told him stories and songs. For someone governing a major Greek state, he's got a lot of time on his hands. And on the 11th day, he brought him back to Dionysus, the god of debauchery and drinking, and then he gets a reward.
You may have one wish. And then, oddly, he decides, anything I touch will turn into gold? Midas rejoices at his new power, which he has hastened to put to the test. He touches an oak twig and a stone, both turn to gold. Overjoyed, as soon as he got home, he touched every rose in the rose garden, and they all became gold. He ordered the servants to set a feast on the table. Upon discovering how even the food and drink turned to gold in his hands, he regretted his wish and cursed it.
Here's one loophole I don't think he thought of. Could he not hold something and then have the thing that he actually wants to hold in the thing?
They said that he was about to starve to death, so must not have worked. Otherwise, I mean, unless he's just dumb, like really dumb, like keeps picking up another apple and go, oh, not this one again.
I wonder if this is in some way linked to the magical gambit I made earlier this afternoon.
Dude, that'd be the worst. Could you imagine, like, testing all that stuff? Because I suppose you'd go, like, I'm so hungry, I guess I won't use my hands then. So you get some chopsticks, and you start putting stuff in your mouth, and then it touches your lips, then it just turns to gold. That would be the worst.
Does gold just taste like pennies? Because it's gold, I assume it tastes better than the inferior metals.
Yeah, I think it's got, like, even less flavor than, pennies.
It's just pennies. There's nothing worse. You're in a situation and you accidentally taste pennies because you know something's gone wrong. It's like, not the penny taste.
Hold on, so is he turning the air particles that go into his lungs into gold? Because you're breathing in bits of dust too. Surely they would turn to gold.
Yes, so I think particles or maybe gases are exempt from his gold touching powers.
No, wait, his clothes, the clothes on his body, would instantly turn to gold then, you would think.
You would think. I think, as is the nature of myths, I think they have to sacrifice a bit of conceptual clarity. And when you have a character like the Hulk show up, like, he's always got to break his clothes in the right way, otherwise you just would have to have a bit of exposition in every film of just like, oh, do you see the Hulk's cock? Yeah, it is distressingly big. I'm scared.
It's exceedingly muscular foreskin and scrotum.
The loophole is necessary for storytelling as well as everything else, I suppose.
Yeah. Bro, it's... No, never mind. Yeah, I'll throw that thought away. It was just more about the Hulk's balls. Go on.
I know, tell me more about the Hulk's balls. That's great.
Well, I don't know. Is it regenerative? If you got, like, circumcised as a kid or something, does it grow back?
I would. Does the Hulk have regenerative powers, or is he just super strong?
Is that what happens to Wolverine, though?
Yeah, I mean, you can almost certainly suggest that Wolverine is uncircumcised.
In a version told by Nathaniel Hawthorne, Midas' daughter... Wait a minute. Is the daughter thing not in the original?
King Midas' daughter is not canon.
What the fuck? In the version told by Nathaniel Hawthorne in the Wonder Book for Boys and Girls... That's nice. That's a nice title.
That's so wholesome.
The Wonder Book. And Midas' daughter came to him, upset about the roses, and that had lost their fragrance and became hard. And when he reached out to comfort her, found that he touched his daughter, and she turned soon to. So that version of the story.
Ah, it's from 1852. Didn't know that. Honestly, that's a genuine improvement.
Yeah, it's kind of like the peak of the conflict in the story.
Yeah, it's good. It's way better storytelling. Well done, Nathaniel Hawthorne. You've improved the classic. You say we should write a Wonder Book for girls and boys.
We should get Nathaniel in on it.
The Wonder Book for e-girls and incels.
That's not bad.
Buy a Wonder Book for e-girls and incels. As approved by the Internet Historian, that's canon now, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Midas didn't do anything wrong. He shouldn't really be punished forever.
No, disagree.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Midas did so, and when he touched the waters, the power flowed into the river, and the river sands turned into gold. This explained why the river Pactolus was so rich in gold.
We were wrong this whole time. This isn't a story about, like, not being materialistic. It's just a story about why there's gold in the river.
Yeah, I love that idea. Like, Ovid shows up.
Yeah.
He's like, what? That's what you took from the story? No, I was explaining why I'm holding this gold pan and up to me ankles.
I feel like this myth is just constantly misunderstood. It is about properly checking for loopholes in whatever agreement you make.
Be greedy, but be smartly greedy.
If King Midas had gone to his attorney and said, just want you to maybe look at this witch and see if there might be anything that might backfire dramatically.
You're allowed to put caveats with your wish, right? So surely you could get around all of this stuff by just adding a clause that says, in the way that I hope for and the desired results expect.
That's great. That is the perfect magic wish loophole avoider. That's what King Midas should have done.
Yep, he should have talked to us first.
Exactly. He should have consulted us.
I'm sure there's practical uses for it, though. Like, if you were... No, hold on. There must be one practical use of being able to immediately turn something into gold.
I'm trying to think about it, because the main thing is to have a lot of gold.
Okay, I've got one.
I'm impressed that you've got even one, because I've been trying to think of one.
You're at war with the Japanese.
Not again.
Okay, no. You're at war, and you decide to hire some Japanese ninjas.
Cool.
You could take out some parchment and cut it into shuriken or whatever they're...
Shuriken? Yeah.
Shaped stars, and then have Midas go swing over them, and then you could probably still throw them. Shall we wrap it up there? We need we need a bit of an outro in it.
Yeah. Oh. Let's do something brave and original.
Well, I'm about to jump into my Hindenburg 2 and float away.
I'm gonna go sleep in my glass house, unlike all you losers who can't even be seen while sleeping.
All right.
See you later.
See you later. Oh no. Ordinary Things, why did you put that massive antenna on the top of your glass house? No!
It's the only way I can know the truth.
The humanity.
Okay, I've got to go now. I'm being beamed up by 8G signals, so it's going to be really fast.
I gotta go, I'm dead. A big fireball. Subscribe to Ordinary Things. He's criminally undersubbed. Also, get NordVPN. This video is made possible by NordVPN. Architecture. Architecture. What's the deal with architecture? Why do they call them buildings when they're no longer in construction? They should be called builts. And why do they always use that blue paper for plans? And why is nobody outside? And why can't I get into this house? And why are they calling the cops? And why won't the voices in my head stop? And who gave me this gun? All this and more on this episode of In the Quarantine. Did you hear about that building? What had all the reflective bits on it? And then it caused some fires?
What the fuck? No.
Okay, here's how I remember the story goes. There was a guy, his name was Frank Gehry, and he was commissioned to make like a new opera house, I think it was. So he goes, you know what? I'm going to make this thing that actually looks like a big piece of shit. It's all made out of glass, stainless steel, or concrete.
Right.
Those are the three ingredients they know how to bake a cake with now.
Right.
So he made this thing, and it looks like a big crumpled up piece of paper. What they didn't realize is they didn't take into account, well, there's this massive ball of plasma in the sky that seems to shine a lot.
The moon.
The moon.
How many vending machines are on the moon, Smet? Shut up.
Over one per person.
Fucking love vending machines.
And it can reflect, right? Those beams just shoot off in the other direction.
Right.
And sometimes they strike other buildings. So, you know, you'll be in the 20th floor and all of a sudden you're getting this big bright light in your eye. Oh, God.
Right.
It's Frank Gehry's building. It's coming right through the window. And then sometimes it would concentrate a ray like right down on someone's parked car.
Right.
There's some good images where there's like people's parked cars and they've just got, like, yeah, it looks like a death ray.
Holy shit.
It's burnt right over the top.
That is interesting.
Yeah, I thought so.
I hope that's true.
I do too. After the recording, I looked into it, and it was not. It's in an Italian city called Pisa.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Torre Pendente de Pisa.
Oh, the tower is situated behind the Pisa Cathedral and is the third oldest structure in the city's cathedral square.
The tower began to lean during construction in the 12th century due to soft ground.
This is a weird one because it's one of those things that you're not actually allowed to fix. So you've got to stop it from falling over. We have the technology to fix it. We could fix the Tower of Pisa.
Right.
We could lay down a concrete slab underneath it, no problem.
Right.
But you're not allowed to because that ruins all of its prestige.
Nobody would ever visit.
Exactly. It's no longer the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
I'm going to be the architect who built the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Okay.
I come home to my mother, played by you,
Okay.
and reveal that it didn't go exactly as according to plan. Okay? Mama, I'm back home from building my Tower of Pisa.
Come in. There's dinner on the table.
Oh, fantastic. My favorite, spaghetti and meatballs. Listen, Mama, I know you want to be proud of your son.
It's lasagna.
I know you want to be proud of your son, but I got something to tell you.
Oh yeah, no, it's about the tower, how well it stands. I know how much you like vertical towers and things to go straight up in the air.
Listen, Mama, it's not all about...
I know you're always talking about how things should go straight up and down, just like your personality, straight up and down.
Mama, listen, not all towers need to be straight up and down.
What are you talking about, Guillermo? This is
I gotta be my own man, Ma. We can't just keep doing what Dad did. My tower, it's
What's wrong with it?
it's leaning a little bit. It's, something to the tune of maybe 5 degrees.
What, on purpose?
Well, I mean, when we built it, I thought the ground was hard. You put your foot down, you hear the taps. But listen, they say they're gonna call it the Leaning Tower of Pisa, Mama.
I'm very disappointed in you, son. I'm gonna be honest. I'm taking this lasagna and I'm putting it back in the pantry.
But Mama, the tomato sauce is perfect.
Stupid.
I don't know what we're doing anymore. Like, imagine like you and me got into a fight,
right?
And I moved in next door, and I knocked down whatever shed was there prior,
right?
And I tell them, hey, I'm gonna build myself an apartment.
Yeah.
But I have an architecture do it, and it's just like a big reflective satellite dish, just right into your fucking bedroom, just right where the head of your pillow is.
Yeah.
Could they stop me from doing that? Like, it's my property, right? What am I have to worry about the sun? No, fuck that. I'm just gonna build my house, which is a satellite dish.
Yeah, you probably can't. You'd probably have a difficult time getting permission from the council.
Well, they wouldn't know. they're gonna factor in the reflection of the sun. Fucking Disney didn't.
Put big radioactive stickers all over them.
Right.
Just to make you know.
Just one giant bird feeder. So you have nothing but just pigeons within 4 miles just swooping in and out of the fucking yard. Yeah.
That's probably legal.
Oh.
And you could just have like all of your neighbors are just covered in shit. Zaha Hadid.
Right. Mother of Bella Hadid. That's not true. That's probably not true.
Maybe he didn't. Something.
A lot of these look. I mean, I think a lot of these are just different angles of the same building, but her stuff looks pretty good from this initial Google search.
Do you know how difficult it would be to clean some of this stuff?
Yeah, especially since they made it all white.
I know it kind of looks cool, but at the same time, I kind of hate this stuff. This looks to me, although it does look modern, it looks to me like a Matchbox race car track.
Yeah, it looks like you could slide down the side of one of these, yeah.
This is a fantastic design for, say, a luxury cruise ship.
Yeah.
But as a building, looks like shit. How do I get in the front door? I don't know. Just keep walking around and around and around until you find one gap.
No windows, by the way? Or like little peeking windows on this one?
This just seems like a bad haircut.
Johnny Bravo.
And look, they've built it on top of this beautiful building down here.
Yeah, this isn't exactly what we meant by adding a modern addition to these rather old-looking buildings. People need to come to us for ideas, man. That's what I'm saying.
They do. They do. I'm tired. You know what? I've got another idea as well. Have you ever seen the center of Australia?
I haven't seen Australia outside of Roadrunner cartoons.
This is outrageous. Livable, 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 livable. Uninhabitable. Wasteland. Nothing.
Looks like Mars.
It basically is, but like way hotter. If you're stuck here, you'd need to go underground.
Why? Because it's too hot on the surface?
Yeah, you'd end up with regularly 45-degree days.
Quietly translates that to Fahrenheit. Oh, whoa, that's crazy hot.
Yeah, it's a desert. But you look at this, right? And there's an obvious solution to the problem.
Skyscrapers?
You start digging a big fuck-off channel, and you go like from there to there, and then you just let water flow right through the middle. And the only reason they don't do that, because of all these people who are like, well, there's a desert lizard, and it would be quite disturbed if you dug up some of the sand.
That's probably accurate.
We're all residing in like 4 cities.
Right.
Because they're the only places you can live in this desert continent. But if you just made a big channel and made this arable land, we could all spread out, and we're the same size as the continental USA. We could be the next USA. We could fit another 100 million people there. But why don't they do it? The lizards.
What do you reckon that would cost? Geological disturbation aside, neither one of those were real words. What do you reckon that would cost? Like a communal effort?
Okay, you could certainly compare it to the Panama Canal. $375 million. That's cheap.
That's including 10 million paid to Panama and 40 million paid to the French company. So assuming that Australia did this themselves, you could actually knock 50 million off that price.
Australia logistically is a lot easier than Panama, and you don't have to work through, any of the corrupt government systems. We have all of the machinery here. We're a massive mining exporter.
Oh.
So we can just dig these channels,
In my head, I was picturing like a Call of Duty airstrike through the entire thing. That we would have done in 4 days or something. We definitely wouldn't be able to keep the lizards after that, I guess.
We'll overestimate, right? So 3,000 divided by 80, which is kilometers for the Panama Canal. 37.5 times 375 million equals 14 billion. That is so cheap.
Think about the fucking internet historian theme park we could fucking put together with all this newly found inhabitable land now.
It's a slide, and it starts at 80 Mile Beach.
And it ends at the hospital.
Why don't they do it? The lizards. When are they going to give this thing Windows? That's what I want to know.
What's it running currently? I gotta stop making that joke.
So we'd give it some Windows. We could also add
an octagon at the base for UFC fights. It's already a giant cage.
The only rules are there are no rules. If you added some curtains.
Oh, look at that.
And then it's like, right, 6 p.m., close the drapes.
Right.
And then you know that the Eiffel Tower is shut.
Yeah.
Everyone inside can get some sleep. Next one, Frank Gehry.
This guy.
Gehry.
This is the one everybody would know.
This is the one dude, this is in Czech, I've seen it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
I mean, his whole thing is just sort of like Wonka-esque buildings, right? If you plan this in advance, is it particularly tough to take a normal-looking building and just sort of give it italics?
I mean, I guess that one's kind of cool. It's cool for the novelty, I guess.
I mean, if you stuck all these in the same city, it would just kind of feel like an amusement park.
Hold on, we can design one of these.
I reckon you could do a lot just by sharpening all the curves.
Okay, so if we took this and then maybe curved.
Right?
Get rid of the black and then another one.
Right.
And we have right here the new Frank Gehry building.
I mean, that's pretty spot on.
Is there anything you want to add to it?
Well, it's got to have a 5G antenna.
Of course,
I mean,
of course.
It's not modern without that, you know?
900 million.
That's a bargain if you think about it, considering that it took 4 cars to make. I think you should go to architecture school. We could use you here in the States. All of our buildings are boring.
Ad time. On YouTube, NordVPN is known as one of the most easygoing sponsors. Losing their spot is a real test of skill. For the speedrunning community, doing it the fastest is considered the ultimate challenge. In April 2020, a new record was set. Here is that run. Go. Herder, it's me, NordVPN man. I just had sex with your wife. SwordVPN is the best company ever. VPN stands for very good man. I'm going to nordvpn.com/incognito because it gives 70% off a 3-year plan, and I tell everyone that I have a massive look. I can be anywhere in the world. Oh my god, he's in Singapore. Brazil captain, UK captain, now he's in Australia. How is he so fast? Is he teleporting? Captain, he's inside the building. Oh fug. Oh shit. Oh fug. Got him again, boys. 70% off, 3-year plan. Use code incognito. There are sexy proxies in your area. Use it to look at international content. God knows there's nothing new on the main channel. Internet go brr. Equivalent to only $3.49 per month. Return free in 30 days if you hate it. You're locked indoors with the virus, and you need more stuff to watch. Get international catalogs of Netflix totally legally. Wink. Free BBC. Wink, wink. Get the free content. I agree. Shadowman here. Fuck off.
Oi, stop that.
Not today, Grand Squad Leader of China.
NordVPN, it's my only weakness.
Fulfill your dreams, get more content. Give me money by signing up to Gord VIP and getting a 3-year plan. Links below. Explosion, explosion. Frederick Knudsen, explosion. NordVPN, the thinking man's VPN. Time.
That's record, dude.
Do you know, I think my least favorite fact.
Oh, wow. Okay, here we go.
Is when bring up the topic of the Colosseum.
Right.
And someone goes ahead and says, you know, they used to close up the whole Colosseum and then flood it and then have small ship battles in there.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Everybody knows.
Right.
Shut up. I knew this girl and she was a friend of a friend. We got into this sort of discussion and we got sort of very different views on the world, right? She was saying, oh, she just came back from this trip to Europe. I went to the Colosseum and it was just the most beautiful thing in the world. And I said, she doesn't really understand irony.
Right.
And so I just went, dude, Colosseum's shit. Like how many people can you even get in there? Maybe 5,000? Have you seen like a regular stadium in Atlanta? You can get 40,000 people in there and it's got a jumbotron.
Easily.
And she's like, no. Well, the point is like how old it is. And so it's like the more that she's earnest about it, the more I have to keep piling on it. Would you rather go to the Coliseum to watch the latest Mets game? Or would you rather stand around? They had hot dogs.
I feel like you'd never have an option other than to double down in that situation. It's like, well, I'm not just gonna go, oh, I'm joking. Like, you're gonna get this eventually, or we're both gonna die. Like,
she's still convinced that that's my viewpoint.
Le Corbusier.
Okay, so what did he do?
This dude looks like he does Holmes again.
Oh.
Wait, what do you think of that one with the colors on the front of it?
This one. I think that is hideous. Look at the beautiful building in the background.
Yeah.
And then look at this public toilet.
I think a splash of color on something that's otherwise just like steel and glass is kind of not fancy. Unique, I guess is the word.
I can appreciate the color, but it looks like they've branded it with like a Tommy Hilfiger logo.
Yeah.
and then the flag to some obscure country no one wants to visit. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this looks like a busway.
Yeah.
This looks like where you stand waiting for a bus.
I've built this in Minecraft before. 100% I've built this in Minecraft before. This exactly.
These are supposed to be the best examples of his work?
I mean, architects only get so good, right? Like, what's the fanciest looking building you can think of?
Parliament House is pretty good.
Parliament House. I've definitely also done this in Minecraft. I like the clock towers on the edge of it.
What does Buckingham Palace look like?
Yeah?
Yeah, Parliament House looks way better than Buckingham Palace.
I mean, say you become like super royalty of Australia.
Yeah, you become the Queen of Australia. Yeah.
Would you go with something like this?
I know what to do. Here's my palace.
Okay, I'm excited.
You take this, right? I think that's pretty good. And then, of course, Safaji.
Nice.
Boom.
Give it the Frank Gehry treatment. Just give it a slight, just a little something.
Frank Gehry.
Nice.
Legit though. Legitimately, that looks like a Frank Gehry building. Who gets to live at the top of the pyramid?
The ghost of the dude that they buried at the bottom of the pyramid.
Oh, right, that makes sense. What do you reckon of this kind of architecture? Simple.
Simple's one way to put it, yeah.
We could do this in 2 weeks if we wanted. This is easy as shit, dude.
Like, if you start from the top, it would take like a week. It would take no time at all.
They would redo this, but they'd do it in like, with hideous glass and steel.
It would literally be you and me and just like half a chopped down tree at the end of 2 weeks. We'd be like, holy shit, we were way off.
I bet this is really easy to build.
Famous last words, man.
With modern day stuff, I get that it wasn't easy to build back then.
Not even modern day stuff. Let's say you, me, and we get like 30,000 slaves. Because that's probably what they had then, right? You think we could figure it out?
I just have to predict the comments because they're going to go, oh, actually, there weren't slaves. It was all done through paid labor and service to the whatever at the time. The Ra? No, wait, that's the sun god. Pharaoh.
Yeah, Pharaoh.
Yeah, okay, so if we had 30,000 laborers, do we get modern tools?
Yeah, I think we could definitely get it done with forklifts and 30,000 slaves.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we'd be just fine.
The real question is, how do we fix this?
A pyramid, you say?
Boring. Yeah, the pyramid's boring.
What if we made it upside down?
Done work upside down, all the people fall off. Like a guard tower.
Ah, there you go.
That's better.
Yeah. The ground floor of anything should have food, right?
Food, yep.
Maybe like solar panels?
God, that's a great idea.
I don't really know what they'd be powering, but I just feel like you've got the surface area.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like an angel out of Evangelion, huh?
Yeah, go Exodia.
There you go.
Hey.
I feel like we could do some terraced rice paddies. Yeah, you get what I mean, right?
Yeah, you can have it like running down. Everybody needs grain.
Yeah, the Egyptians really were idiots, man. They didn't think of a single one of these things.
I know, right? No imagination. What do you like? Triangle. Yeah, but big triangle.
Dude with a lion on his face.
Someone killed Tutankhamun. Triangle. Right, I think that's pretty good.
Maybe a lightning pole at the top of it?
Oh yeah, for more electricity. Think of how much electricity they'll be producing.
Wait, is that what lightning poles do? Oh, look at that.
Could you imagine looking at that and not saying that that was better than the original?
I mean, I'm currently erect. I mean, look at it.
Speaking of erect, you ever noticed this building?
Ah, yeah. I've been there.
It is enormous.
It is.
I had no idea how big it was.
Wait, I mean, compared to what, though?
I saw it as, this is like a 10-story house or something.
Fuck no. No, it's much bigger than that.
These things are actually really tall, these poles.
Yes. I mean, those things are probably 10 of me, yeah.
And then you compare that to that.
Yeah, it's a big one.
I remember seeing it the first time and just going, holy shit.
Yeah, it is just about the highest point in pretty much all of DC. A philosophy he calls organic architecture. He believes in designing structures that were in harmony with humanity and their environment.
Right.
That's pretty good.
This was his house.
Holy shit.
Oh, what do you think of that?
It looks like...
That's a nice house.
If you told me this was just a zoomed-in picture of like a little thing that you would put on your desk that flows water, I would believe you.
Problem with this is, it's in between a whole bunch of trees and that.
Right.
You're not going to get any good 5G signal out here. I think you'd want that, like, here.
I'm sure the architect might have something to say about it, but you know what? He had his go.
He's dead now. Don't worry about that.
There's got to be exactly at least one architect who would attribute his architectural career to Minecraft. There has to be at least one.
You're not entirely wrong, because now, right, you go to the city, and it's nothing but 3 building materials. It's steel, glass, concrete.
Right.
Because those are the cheapest things, the easiest things to work with.
Right.
So now in the virtual world, we have everyone reviving these beautiful classical styles, and they do it in Minecraft.
Right.
Look at that. Wouldn't you be so proud to have that in the middle of your city? And then compare that to, like...
What an egg.
Yeah, who wants the egg?
Happy Easter, everyone.
Boo. One of those things you ask Google to.
Oh, a Google Home or whatever.
Yeah, it looks like that kind of design.
Yeah. God, that thing be loud as shit when the alarms go off, huh?
There are 3 events tomorrow.
This doesn't look all that bad. This almost looks like a little segment out of the Futurama intro.
That is gorgeous.
Mind Your Manners by Emily Richardson. Why isn't her name showing up as the top architecture? This thing shits on some things IRL. We gotta play some Minecraft, by the way. I feel like this would be an appropriate co-op. Let's see how well the Radish Boys can make a real radish farm, you know?
Well, maybe we could do that on Twitch.
Yeah.
Do you have a Twitch?
I do have a Twitch.
What? What's the URL for your Twitch?
Twitch.tv/Sumeto Media, streaming some days.
What? What the hell? I think I have a Twitch.
You do? Oh, look at that.
Amazing.
You know what I always kind of got jealous of is like in America, right? The country is not all that old. It's, I mean, as new as it gets, really, if you think about it. When I watch travel videos and like food videos in like England, they'll have like just squared up looking buildings or like castle looking buildings or just like a pub.
Yes.
But it'll be like 700 years old or something stupidly old.
Yeah.
Because the country's just been around for so long.
Yeah, some people's houses are sort of 600 years old. So what happens is there are all these regulations. Like anytime anyone wants to do any sort of extension, maintenance, anything, they have to go through like 18 levels of council approval. That always takes so much time and ends up being so expensive. You know, these people who have old school thatched roofs and they're not allowed to improve them, and they have to get them like re-thatched, and they can't just get a regular roof, and they're tired of it, and they go, you know what, electrical fire.
Yeah. Does Australia have any famous buildings?
Yeah, we got one.
Oh yeah, that one. P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Hold on, that's the address, right?
You patronizing. I don't appreciate this. We've got a beautiful building. It's called that one.
Aha.
Oh, here's a bit of you. That one.
That is quite good looking.
Sydney Opera House.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's pretty big. And it's like right on the water too, which is nice.
Do they actually do opera there, or is it just like a big like NASCAR circuit on the inside?
Yeah, they do opera there. They do all sorts of stuff. And then they can use that as like a generator. And then boats can kind of come in there and people just sort of jump off into the spinning wheel.
Right,
Put
yeah,
them
yeah.
down on the platform and boom. Who would say that's not an improvement?
I mean, yeah. So they spin, right?
Yeah, they spin. And then they generate electricity, and then that's what powers the opera. And then it's in the water.
Ah, perfect. You could probably show this to somebody who doesn't know what the Sydney Opera House looks like, and they'd probably just accept it. Oh, those spin? Oh, interesting.
You see what I mean? Like, this comes free, and then they just drive this thing around the city.
Right.
And I mean, everyone just hops on the Sydney Opera House.
Right.
And you just drive that around downtown. You catching the Opera House downtown? Yeah.
The Sydney Opera Boat.
Yeah, Sydney Opera Boat. This is architectural, right?
It's rock, yeah. I mean, this is primitive architecture.
The problem with working out is your head doesn't actually get any bigger, so your body gets enormous.
There aren't too many head exercises, that's the issue.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's like a Gundam pilot, but like the dude's actual head is at the top.
Yeah, he hops in here and he's like,
Go Gundam activate. Whoop, it's crushing time. That's pretty good animation right there.
oh, sorry, Smeeto. I'm going into a tunnel. I enjoyed. Goodbye. Sword VP. What? Whoa! Whoa, whoa! A gun. All this and more on In the
Have you got any weird travel or like holiday stories?
No, none. I've never even been traveling.
What, really?
But
are you doing a bit? No, you're doing a bit. You're definitely doing a bit.
If you've ever been traveling and done a holiday and that, please leave a comment in the comment section below. We'd love to feature it in the next video. All right, you have to be dropped somewhere in the wilderness. You can't pick a place with civilization, right? And you got to survive there for a week.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Okay, so somewhere completely lawless and abandoned.
Yeah.
Okay, London. London. Have you ever been to Spain?
Yeah, I went there once, but I got lost in Barcelona for like a full day.
Oh, right. Really? What happened? How old were you? Like,
14.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I still just imagine your YouTube picture, just the body of a child just lost.
Yeah. Well, I was I was there with my mum, and I wanted to walk down to the bakery to get something, which I'd seen the previous day, and it was like, oh yeah, you can walk down the road and you turn left. I've got a terrible sense of direction.
Okay.
So I was 14, and it's maybe 10 in the morning, and I was like, all right, so you just go down there and turn left, and there's the bakery. Anyway, so I do that, and I turn left, and the bakery's not there. Oh, okay.
I'd imagine just like Gmod's, just the building, it's dragged by like gravity gun, just gone completely disappeared.
Exactly.
Where is it?
Just, oh, it's not there. Okay, maybe it's down this street, and then that just begins, maybe it's this street, and then I have absolutely no idea how to get back.
And you've got that ramping up tension as well, right? Like you think this will be the street, and it's not, and the anxiety kind of builds up and stuff.
Well, for a long time I was actually, I was just exploring and having a good time, but I thought, oh, what I'll do is I'll just start doing like concentric circles, and then I'd have to find the hotel again. That would be fine. I start doing like larger and larger circles, but I keep ending up at dead ends, and so having to sort of backtrace. And then it's getting to lunchtime, and I don't have a phone. I've got my wallet, and it's got like $30. And then it becomes the afternoon. Then it becomes the early evening. I haven't told my mum like where I'm going or what I'm doing.
Oh shit.
And so by the sort of mid-evening, it's like 7 p.m. I've been on my feet for 9 hours, and I'm like, oh, I should probably just talk to a policeman or something at this point. There's a policeman walking around, and I go up to him and I go, hi, I'm I'm a lost little boy.
Hola, señor. ¿Cómo estás?
Yeah, hola, mama, and
Mama, papa, go. They go bye-bye. Just acting like they've been like assassinated by the local sicarios or something.
And it's Mexico, and this guy is not interested in helping me one bit. I just give up, and then I'm just wandering around again and again. I ended up at this beautiful cathedral. I can't remember what it's called. Hold on. So it's a gorgeous thing.
Yeah.
Near there, all the tourists go there. So there's a big taxi rank, and there might be 50 cabs. And so I was like, right, what I'll do is I'll just walk around to each taxi and just ask them, do you know where X hotel is, the hotel that I'm staying at? But the problem was, this hotel was totally new. Like it had just opened 2 weeks prior, so nobody knew it. So I went through 50 cabs. Hey, do you know where the X hotel is? Do you know where the X hotel is? Just getting more and more desperate. I got to the end of like 50 cabs and nobody knew where to go. And I was like, I'm kind of out of options here. And I'm like, okay, so start thinking about options for where to sleep. And then I look in my wallet and I notice the hotel key card. And I sort of look at it, and on the back is the address to the hotel.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank God, right. So then I just ran to the nearest cab, and I went, hello, this address, please. And then just showed them the card, and they took me there, and it was all fine. Or I died. It's a choose-your-own-adventure.
Yeah, like a heavy rain character. Did you do the quick time event where you paid it before leaving, and if not, it just shoots you? A silence pistol.
If you go back in time with like a phone, I don't reckon they would think it's magic. I think they would recognize it's technology, because you're essentially going back in time when you're showing someone like this, and they don't go, oh, magic iPad. They go, this is, obviously just a very sophisticated piece of technology.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they'd have some comprehension. You talking about technology going back in the past. I don't know if you've seen this this meme. It's very good.
Oh, pull it up, Jamie.
If I went back in time, I'd blow everyone's mind with my modern knowledge. But how do we make electricity? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't know, right? You wouldn't. You'd think like, holy shit, I could change all this. But it's like, explain nuclear fission, please.
It's so funny that you've brought this up, because I had this exact same discussion with Samito. Do you reckon there's anything you could take back and then just essentially become king with it?
A gun?
Well, yeah, everyone says gun, but...
Yeah, but gun, it's like, oh my god, he pointed at man now dead. What? There was light from gun muzzle flash. Light guard. Is he guard? He king now. That's exactly how it'd work. Even though back then it might be like ye oldie.
Exactly the first problem you run into, even if you went to England.
Okay, can I bring 2 things with me?
Yes.
A gun and an interpreter.
Okay. All right, that's interesting. So you've gone back in time. It's a big surprise.
Thank you for the... why does everyone fucking default to that picture?
Here's a town.
Ah, very compressed town.
She's super smart, and she knows all the ye old English and such.
Of course. I would stay the fuck away from someone with a gun with that facial expression.
I can't believe I'm in the past. Bang, 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 bang. So you go back in time.
Yep.
There's going to be a dude at the gates.
Right, okay.
What do you say to your interpreter to say to the dude?
Open up the gate, or I will shoot. And then, obviously, I'll point the gun at him.
Oh, you have to open the gate, otherwise he'll shoot. That's the language you're going to
He
use.
probably wouldn't even find the gun threatening, right? Just doesn't understand what it is.
Oi, oi! I'm not letting you through. Now what?
I then turn the gun on the interpreter and then say, tell him that I will shoot you if he does not open the gate, and an innocent life will be on his hands.
What do I care? You look French or something. No Frenchies.
Oh shit! I feel like I've just lost at chess in 3 moves. What the fuck happened?
Hold on. Now there's 2 of us.
Oh no.
Anyway, you're not getting in.
Okay. No, this is good. Okay, so I can make an example out of one of them. So definitely, I wouldn't say anything. I would just shoot one dead.
Right.
In the head, like clean shot. JFK style.
He's dead now. Oi, what's that device you got in your hand? Guards! Guards, seize him. Now what do you do?
They're like fucking mimes coming out of a clown car, just like an infinite amount of them.
Well, yeah, they've been preparing for war. They're constantly at war, so anyone who comes to the gates, they're on high alert.
I tell the interpreter, of course, to say, stop. Like any more of you, you'll slow down the fucking frame rate of the game.
Okay, so she says no more, or we will kill more of you.
Yeah, I think that works.
Oh, just one more. Steve wants to see what's going on. He's putting on his shoes. You're now locked out of the village, and all guards to the front.
All right, I think... How many are there in total? Like 8?
8.
Okay, so...
Also, wait, hold on. I forgot to mention another problem.
Oh, shit.
Right, hold it right there. We're about to fire.
Oh, no. Not only an archer...
And we're extremely accurate.
But an archer with a non-transparent background. It's over. I'd have to shoot the archers. I'd have to shoot them all dead.
We'll be generous to say you actually managed to hit one, right? So he's gone. You miss this one, and in fact, the bullet lands in the parapet. And so they notice that there's something that's broken the rocks. So they start ducking for cover behind the rocks. They're now firing arrows at you from behind these things.
Right, okay. I'll make the incredibly brave decision to hide behind the interpreter.
You fucked it. You fucked the whole situation up.
Oh, I know. I don't know what to do.
You're never going to become king at this rate, mate.
I literally had a gun.
Listen.
I don't know how I fucked it up so bad.
It's really difficult. I have no idea how this is supposed to be done. Trailer time.
Jane had it all. The looks, the money, the job.
You're the best lawyer at the firm.
And all that was missing
Come on, you've got to get out there. Ugh, all men are the same.
was love. Until one day,
Everyone, I'd like to introduce our new head of IT, Nordman.
she met someone completely different.
Ugh, what a nerd. I mean, he's kinda cute. Hold that elevator.
And she's about to discover what she was missing all along.
Might be in here for a while. Want to watch the British Netflix catalogue?
You have access to that.
I can access content all across the globe using NordVPN's international servers. So I met this girl.
Here we go again.
I think this time is different.
She doesn't even use a VPN when browsing public Wi-Fi. Her personal details are open to the world.
Well, maybe I can be the VPN for her.
Two people from different worlds find themselves drawn together.
I found 6 other users on your account.
Wait, I can explain. I only want you.
Jane Everywoman, Nord Man, Jennifer Aniston, and Ryan Gosling as Shadow Man.
Hey, are you up?
Well, NordVPN has 24-hour support.
I just wanted to hear your voice. I love Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee.
Something about Nord.
Where are you?
Oh, just popped over to Egypt for a little bit. Italy next.
I'll meet you there.
Go to nordvpn.com/incognito for tickets to a 2-year plan plus a free extra month money-back guarantee.
Here's Epstein Island.
I wonder who owns it now.
Good question. It's quite a nice one.
Look, you can see the children running away.
It's got some cool detail. Like, okay, so you got this, you walk out of your mansion, and then there's kids in that one, kids in that one, kids in that one. And then you've got, this is like the clubhouse, I suppose. And then this is where you go for a view off the terrace. What do you do when you're on the island? Just relax. That would get so boring after a while. It's like, what's the time? I don't know. I'll have to go here, consult the sundial.
There's literally nothing to do apart from capture children.
Yeah, that would actually be quite funny. Well, no, okay, it would be funny. But
think about what you say. Think about what you say.
They start from here, and then there's like, what, 500 kids? When the sundial reaches noon, that's when all the cages release at once.
You're making this sound like it's fucking Hunger Games or something?
Hunting the greatest game of all. Man.
You know how in the Hunger Games there's like 12 districts, like 1 to 12?
Yeah.
On this one, there's just 2. There's District Jeff and District Epstein.
Yeah, this is the split down the middle.
That's it.
And then there's like, that's a weapons depot, that's a weapons depot. So what do they do with it now? Like, they wouldn't just leave it to rot. Surely someone else gets to buy it. I mean, you'd want to put a hotel on it, right? Be like, hey, welcome to Epstein Island. You know, find stuff buried in the backyard. Here's a shovel. Only, $2.99 or whatever. Yeah, everything's themed. It just becomes like a theme park.
Scribble my name up the flight log, and I'll give you a shotgun. Burn this evidence and you'll get an extra life.
That's great. Yeah, it's just like everything's Epstein themed. Instead of those like lays they put around your neck, it's just a bed sheet noose. Like everyone who walks onto the island gets one.
Oh my god.
Yes, this was on Epstein Island, right? Everybody gets their own face on one of these once you go on the Epstein roller coaster or the, well, I suppose it'll be the Dodgem cars.
I was more thinking of like a horror house, honestly, but yeah.
Oh, that's quite good. Yeah. Someone is still like mowing these lawns.
Is that the biggest concern? Are there any more children there? Are their lives saved? No. Look, the grass is 5 centimeters too long. You gotta trim that shit. What's those big metal birds in the sky? I'm not sure. They carry people, apparently? I'm not too sure.
Dude, I'm starting to get a bit wary of flying. Statistically, it's basically an anomaly, the number of people who go down. But every time there's a little bit of turbulence, I'm just going, it's the big one.
Oh my god, yeah. But yeah, I know what you mean.
I would feel so much more calmed down just by seeing the pilots in the cockpit. Even if they were going, whoa, this is a lot of turbulence, this is not good. I'd sort of be calmed by that, just seeing what they were doing.
Oh, I mean, you could have gone into any cockpit before 9/11, and then they added the locks on the
I did when I was a kid. It was my birthday, and my parents told the stewardess, and she goes, "Oh, would you like to see the cockpit, young man?" Oh, hell yeah, I would. Yeah, brilliant. And you went in there, and it's just like tons of buttons.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
You know what? I'm convinced 95% of these buttons don't do anything. They're just there for show.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
To make it seem like flying a plane is more complicated.
Yeah, it's literally like a giant RGB keyboard.
Yeah.
There's just so many buttons that you will just never use.
So I don't like flying much anymore. If I could drive, I would.
Where would you drive to?
Oh, I'd quite like to drive around Europe. Quite like to drive around the United States.
You could go to the Netherlands and probably hit about 15 cyclists. Have you seen how many people are on bikes in that country?
Yeah, they're all on bikes and wooden shoes and that.
It's genius though, because like I thought, because when I heard how progressive it was with like the cycling and that, I was like, oh great, no carbon emissions, very nice, very clean.
Right.
But man, I just ended up hating cyclists. Because with cars, you can hear them travel, right? You can hear them move. You can, like, unless it's like an Elon Musk Tesla, like that's going to sneak up on you. But with a cyclist, nothing.
Isn't that always the worst when you're going for a walk and then you suddenly hear ting 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 behind you?
They do it so delayed, right?
It should be like a cat. They should wear a little bell around their neck.
What if they all just have like those alright, this isn't very practical actually. I haven't even finished the sentence and I know it's not practical. But they could have like all those air raid sirens that would go up. And there's like a blitz in World War II, right?
Wow.
Obviously, if you did that in the Netherlands, everyone would be deaf in about 50 minutes. But
yeah, I don't mind that. Maybe they should all have that little baseball card with the peg on the spoke.
What's that?
Like the old-timey days.
I wasn't born in the 1800s, so I'm not...
When you used to get a pack of gum for 2 cents, and it would come with a baseball card in it, and you'd put your Babe Ruth card right on the spokes.
Oh, I'm a zoomer. This is going over my head.
You don't know what this is at all?
Nah.
You've never heard of this?
I've seen it in like films and stuff, yeah, but I've never actually... Could you imagine if that actually like had a value of like 250k or something, and he just folded it in half to put it on his son's bike?
Here's an issue of Spider-Man #1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh my god! Oh my god! I just had like fucking Jimmy Neutron moment. Oh my god! I had them. They weren't cards.
Yeah?
They were like little shitty bits of plastic. Really boring, basically. But yeah, they'd flip off the wheels and make that noise. Yeah.
There's this card called like the Fat Gay Pikachu, and it's worth maybe like $1,000, $800, something like that. Before he opens the pack, for $50, can you fold the cards and like put a permanent crease in them?
Oh no!
So there's a permanent crease in it now.
Yeah, just molding.
Oh, look at that! My video recommended it. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, I can see it down below as well. Going camping at the end of the world, literally chilling. You see the activate windows, by the way. Pay your license, cheapskate.
Never.
Beach. You know how many Nord sponsors you get, man? You can't pay for your license. Disgusting. Like, you do the telly license bit in the UK. We pay our license.
Listen, Bill Gates has got me injecting his mind control autism. I'm not going to give him money as well.
Have you thought of how many destinations and countries get fucking mobbed by tourists because they have like one mediocre attraction there?
Oh yeah, like France.
So I was looking up the Leaning Tower of Pisa earlier on, and it's genius because you see the tower and you think, okay, it looks pretty nice, like nice little attraction. But it's the kind of thing you can just see from Google Images.
Yeah.
But then there are people that will fly all the way over there just to see the tower. And the worst thing is about it, I have seen pictures on Google Images of like, not even hyperbole, 100 people, and they're all trying to do the same shitty pose, where they're trying to lean on the tower.
Yeah, holding up the tower, yeah.
They're all doing it at the same time.
Yeah, it's not a good situation over there as far as I can tell. I didn't know you can go in the Pisa.
Can you? I mean, yeah, there does seem to be a queue.
Unless they're queuing for the toilets.
Maybe the toilets are in the tower. Could you imagine? Just
at the very top, like just one urinal. Sometimes I see those places that just have like an enormous amount of rubbish.
Yeah.
And I think, like, where's the bins? You know what I mean? Like, let's put some bins around. What's travel stuff? Travelators. I still don't quite understand why they haven't been adapted throughout whole cities in some place. Like, you only ever see those in the airport, and I don't...
Wait, what are they?
A travelator. You know, like a travelator.
Oh, that's like an escalator, but just flat.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, I never knew the name of them. Just moving walkway, yeah.
And like, so why don't they just have them in the middle of the city on pavements and stuff? What, too expensive?
You lazy.
But surely they'd...
You lazy bastard.
Like, across like 5th and Broadway or something.
Have you not seen like obesity rates in the Western world? It's literally going to just quadruple if you fucking add these things everywhere.
Like, why not just have that down all like the busy, especially in like London, where everyone's trying to get to the tube or whatever.
If you had that on the high street, how would you be able to get off it if you wanted to go to a certain shop? Unless you divided it into 2 lanes, where one of them was continuous and the other.
Yeah, 2 lanes, isn't it?
Also, if someone fell over, it'd just be like a fucking domino effect. Take like 80 people with him as well.
Yeah, but they still have them in the airport. Like, people can fall over in the airport ones.
This is like one of those ideas Elon Musk has at 3 in the morning. So Elon, come on, you shouldn't know. You can't build cars underground, Elon. Come on.
Right. I can't do an Elon Musk impression. Let me try. If we have travelators going through the whole city, then everyone will get to their destination a lot faster. Find me one good reason other than it's expensive. Oh, it can't get rained on.
And also, the homeless would sleep on it.
Can you imagine just these homeless people just all traveling the city?
I'm really happy you mentioned this cathedral in Spain. I had experience with a church in Spain. So I was on holiday. I don't remember how old I was. I think like 10 or something, pretty young. So we're walking around. We go into this, nowhere near the size of that cathedral. This is like baby's first Minecraft cathedral. It's in like a tiny little village. We go in there. It's just full of cats. Cats absolutely everywhere. Why? I don't know. It's just maybe they had like a cat god or something. Who knows? But there was a bell.
Right.
And it was like on a striped pulley. It looked so attractive to yoink it. Me, a 10-year-old, I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm an adult. This is my first adult move in my life. I will not pull that bell. This is like Pandora's fucking box. I'm not touching that bell. My dad pulls the fucking bell.
No,
I'm not even making this up. Every villager, like fucking, like it's a Minecraft siege or something. Every villager comes out. They're all there. They're all shouting at me. I feel like I'm in some like bit from Breaking Bad or something where they're in Mexico. Just everyone's screaming at us. Yeah, they're saying like, "Yo, why you pull the bell? Why?
Why you pull the bell?"
Why you pulling the bell? The kettlebell. And my dad, as heroic as he was and as brave as he was, completely fucking threw me under the bus and blamed me. He literally just points at me. He's like, "Oh no, it was him. It was him. It was him. It was him. I didn't do it. It was him."
Oh,
because obviously in his brain it was like all these angry people that don't speak my language. If they think it's the child,
yeah,
then surely we might just get like a jail sentence. We won't be hung.
Honestly, I think I would do the same. I'd have something like, "Oh, come on, he's only a kid. Son, we'll talk about this later." Pretending like we'll punish him.
Yeah.
I think I'd do that too. That would be fun.
Have you been anywhere in America?
Yes, more than once even.
Did you go to California?
Yeah, I went to LA. I hated it, and so did every person who lived there that I asked about it.
Yeah, I went to Venice Beach.
Yeah.
You know that place, right?
I know it from GTA.
Yeah, no, literally, I was walking, I was like, oh my god, this is the place GTA stole from. Yeah, so I was walking down there and I got offered crack about 5 times. It was genius.
Oh, nice.
These little meth goblins would just literally come out of the sand and just be like, you want some... Like, imagine the merchant from Resident Evil 4, but instead he just has crack and nothing else.
That'd be really annoying, because you'd buy crack from the first guy, but then you'd just keep being asked as you go along, It's, oh, I've already bought the crack. Like, I don't need...
As soon as the person makes line of sight, they will run towards you and open the dialogue.
Yeah. Would you go to space? Would you go to the moon?
Oh, that's a good question. I'd probably be shit scared.
You just don't want to end up like the Challenger, I would say.
Yeah, exactly. But I feel like once I'm there, I'll be like, oh, nice, okay, wow.
So you'd go to the moon?
Yeah. I feel like it'd make me very existential, just being able to see the Earth.
Yeah. So you would go to the moon?
You mean just to visit, right? Not live there?
Yeah, no, you're not stranded, although...
No,
okay. So, first thing you're on the moon, right? What'd you do?
I don't know, have I came with anyone? Or am I just completely on my own?
Yeah, you're allowed to bring one friend.
Okay, I'll bring the interpreter from the medieval bit with me then.
Yeah.
I think, memes aside, realistically, I would probably just spend like a full hour just looking at the Earth, just trying to contemplate that I'm not there anymore.
Yeah.
That's what I think I'd do.
I want to dig a hole.
What, on the moon?
Yeah.
Oh, you're just like one of those man-children that thinks it's made of cheese still.
Apparently the consistency of the moon is like ash. Like, it's so fine. Not like sand. It's like cigarette ash. And I just want to see, like, what if you found something?
So, what are you planning to find that tens of drones haven't found?
Oh, I don't know.
Cheese. Are you going to say cheese, aren't you?
No, aliens and that.
Alien cheese?
Alright, well, thanks for coming on the show, Pyrocynical. I can see you're on your Travelator now, and you're
heading to the moon.
Headed to...
Here I go, on the Travelator.
Immediately walking on that, a homeless person. Just
Why
step over
are all these
him.
homeless people going to the moon? I'm quite confused.
Oh, fuck, you get all the way to the moon and then you forget your toothbrush. And you gotta go back.
I was more thinking you didn't give me a fucking spacesuit, but yeah, no. The toothbrush
They'll have
is more
dome. It'll be
detrimental.
fine. You don't need a suit. They just say that for safety reasons. There's a dome, and then you go there and it's just like...
more homeless people there as well.
Yeah, we just send the homeless to a dome on the moon. They love it.
I feel this is some like really niche Rick and Morty bit that didn't make the final cut.
Hey, I heard you quit YouTube.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm quitting YouTube. I'm going to upload exclusively onto Pornhub.
I heard that your merch got recalled for having asbestos in it. Is that true, Pyrocynical? Do you want to comment on it?
That's not fraud. That's not fraud. I'd call that
That's just false advertising. Anyway, so that was the only controversy that you have had in recent history, and we're all going to move on. Leave my house, please.
Yeah, okay, I'll leave now.
Hey, I'm back. Remember, there's a 2-year plan and there's a free extra month money back.
Welcome to Metal Gear Solid 2. It's nighttime. It's spooky.
Ooh.
And we're driving down a dirt road very slowly.
This is actually as fast as his car can go.
Now we play as Miles Upshaw.
He's a plucky young journalist, 36 years old, and he works for BuzzFeed. And this is his one shot to keep his job/internship. So we're driving down the road as fast as we can in my mom's Prius. And we pull up to the front entrance
At the Mount Massive Asylum. The reason Miles is here in the first place is he received a tip-off from an anonymous consultant at a company called the Murkoff Psychiatric Systems. Now, the Mount Massive Asylum was shut down many moons ago, but recently it was reopened by the Murkoff Corporation. So now, Miles' mission is clear.
He is going to get into this asylum, he is going to expose the hell out of it, and then he is going to be the last one out of there.
So he pulls out his camcorder and practices getting in people's faces.
You want to make a comment?
That's totally what I'm going to say when I see someone. So Miles is creeping up to the front gate, which is already unlocked, and he heads in. And as he's walking up to the front door of the asylum, he can see a silhouette of someone looking at him through a window.
Oh my god. That's pretty spooky.
That is pretty spooky. But when he gets to the front door of the asylum itself, no good.
It's locked.
So what are we gonna do?
Listen, you gotta break into that asylum. You gotta get in there illegally and just start filming shit, right?
There might be food in there, Miles. Remember that stuff?
Alright, so we climb a bunch of scaffolding and we get in through a window. And we're starting to notice, like, blood on the floor. We're noticing all the shelves are tipped over and stuff. So he's wandering through the complex and he's looking in drawers and he's looking through files. And he comes across this one about Billy. Now, Billy was just some teenager, an innocent boy. And Murkoff took him for their experiments.
Whoa, Mark. This Murkoff Corporation sounds pretty bad.
You know what? I'm also starting to suspect that bad company bad.
So Miles explores the building, and he finds something that I think might be illegal.
We go into the vending machine room, and there, from a vent, blood is dripping out. That is a slipping hazard.
As a journalist, rather than moving anything with his upper body strength, Miles decides to climb through the vent like a rat.
Once he gets through the other side, we're wandering through the complex, and we go wandering through the labyrinthine bookshelves, and suddenly, it's a dude on a stick, and not in a good way.
And as Miles gets close to the body, oh my god, he's still alive! He reaches out to Miles and he says,
They killed us. They got out. The variant.
Yeah? Go on.
What the hell's a variant?
So, throughout the game, the enemies we're going to be coming up against are patients of the asylum, which are called variants, because they've been tested on, had all sorts of medical things done to them.
It's a very ominous name. I would have called them, like, the Dark Ones. All right, calm down.
The Animus. The Kebab Man finishes, and he says, you can't fight them. You have to hide. And then he dies.
Oh, God. That's very odd, says Miles, but at least he didn't say anything sexist or homophobic. So, Miles leaves the room. He's wandering through a corridor and he sees, some cabinetry. Let me walk between it.
But as Miles squeezes his way through the cabinetry,
Little pig.
some chud using a fat-phobic dog whistle picks up Miles and throws him through the glass window down into the lobby below. Miles blacks out.
And not in the good way. Ad time. Story mode within a story mode. This time it's Warframe. So Warframe is a big MMO that's been going on for the last 10 years. It's very popular. They are coming up with some new content. The Duviri Paradox. You play as a character called the Drifter. Let me tell you, he's a lone wolf, and he's been Warframed for a crime he didn't commit. He's been brought before the Mad King,
Dominus Thrax.
and he controls space and time and stuff in this area. Dominus Thrax is like, you have been accused of petty larceny.
You have so much
Potential? I can do so much more with my life.
120 hours of community service. But the seedy drifter runs away from home, and the Mad King's like, I'm going after that son of a bitch. This isn't a cutscene, right? This is what the gameplay looks like. Pretty good. So, you got to escape from the Da Vinci Paradox. And every time you run into these robots, they'll kill you.
And if you die in the game, you die in real life.
If you sign up using the code DUVIRIVAYHECK, it's in text, it's in the description, you can get the Braton Assault Rifle, 3 days of affinity, the credit booster.
Oh! So the seedy drifter is there, and he takes a massive hit, and he enters the new world.
Wait, who's that dude?
It's the Duviri Paradox.
So, Sandra, let me tell you, the action in this game is quite fast-paced. You have to have good reflexes. I mean, this game looks legitimately pretty good. Now, Sandra, that was story mode inside of story mode. Now it's time for ad time inside story mode inside story mode.
Let me tell you a story about a game. Rooted in the heart of America. Developed for those who like America. A game for those who like paradoxes and friendship.
This is the story of the American spirit.
The Duviri Paradox. Sandra, it is on all platforms for free.
You mean PC?
Correct.
Xbox?
Correct.
PlayStation?
You know what, kid? Just for you, that's correct. But I haven't been playing Warframe for the last 10 years. How do I know what's going on? Can I just jump straight into the game?
Yes.
Together we can find this Duviri fella and help him get his mojo back. So go to the link in the description or use the code Duviri-VAY80K to get Warframe today. Get it now. Here it is. Here it is in the description. Whoa, there it is. Whoa, don't miss it. Ad over.
Some time passes. We don't know how long, but Miles wakes up and he finds a bald priest man looking over his body.
Oh no.
Now this man is called Father Martin.
So Miles then immediately sticks his microphone out for a comment from the priest.
And Father Martin says,
Miles, I've gone crazy, and I think you are an apostle sent by God, and it is your responsibility to witness everything that happens in this building. So I'm not gonna kill you. In fact, I hope you survive. Anyway, good night.
Miles blacks out again, and Father Martin is gone now.
And when he wakes up, he decides to do a press-up for the first time in his life. One. So, he has managed to do it. He has managed to expose the whole hospital. Wait till people hear about this.
But it won't be that easy. Miles goes to the front door, jiggles the handle, it's locked.
Where's a group of protesters when you need it? Alright, well, if the front door is locked with an electronic lock, then there should be a button to unlock it. And that button would be in the security room, so I need to go there.
Sounds like a plan.
So he's on his way to the security room, but he takes a quick detour into the archives, and he pulls out one of the files at random.
And that file is actually very special because it gives us 3 pieces of key information.
Number 1.
Project Walrider.
Number 2.
Dr. Rudolph Wernicke.
And number 3.
Chris Walker.
Perfect. But Mr. Branson, what are those 3 things?
So, number 1. Project Walrider is this bad, evil experiment that involves something called the morphogenic engine. Now, secondly, Dr. Wernicke, he is the lead scientist on Project Walrider, but he's supposedly dead at this point, so I doubt he'll ever come up again.
And number 3, Chris Walker. Now, Chris Walker used to be an army fella, then he became security at Mount Massive Asylum. Now, Murkoff at one point decided, you know what, he'll make a good patient, so they forcibly took him in, and when he gets out, he is actually more crazy than ever.
In fact, now he's bonkers. And this crazy little character is the guy that just attacked Miles.
Oh, okay.
And he's able to expertly deduce that from this one document.
Cool. All right, what do we do now?
We make our way to the security room. So the security room's locked and we have to go down a hallway past a guy in a wheelchair, and we get the card and we walk back past the guy in the wheelchair. Hasn't moved at all, probably just lazy. Anyway, we get to the security room and let ourselves in with the key card. So he goes over to the console. And just as he's loading into the door opening system, we see on a security camera, Father Martin flicks a breaker and the power goes out. Anyway, the backup power kicks in.
Our security pass thing isn't going to work. So how do we get out now?
Well, what we're going to have to do is get down to the basement and restart the power.
And there's a bigger problem than just the power cut and him stuck. Chris Walker is now headed his way.
So we hide in one of the lockers and we're giggling because it's reminding us, oh, he's not going to find us, is he? Now Miles is in the locker and the door gets kicked open.
So he has a look around, but he can't find Miles. He could be anywhere. So he turns around and walks away. All right, time to get down into the basement and do that power turning on thing. So I'm going to save you guys some time. Right, we go downstairs, we restart the power. Oh, no, I'm being chased. Oh, but then I survived.
No, wait a minute. Let's read these 17 documents about bullshit.
So we get the power back on. We get back to the security room.
Now we can finally open the front door.
Here we go. The end of our adventure.
So right as Miles is about to press the button, he gets grabbed from behind.
And not in a good way.
It's Father Martin. And he's got a big syringe, and he injects Miles with a sedative.
Oh.
But as Miles drifts off, Father Martin laments, and he says, I'm sorry, my son, but you cannot leave. There is so much yet for you to witness.
For example, I would like you to see this security tape.
Will you see it?
Guan Yu, our lord, the Wall Rider.
On the security tape, we can see 3 commando-type people, and they're all being taken out very easily by an invisible force. This is Project Wall Rider. Wow, this thing sure is powerful.
The only way out of this place is the truth. Accept the gospel, and all doors. sent you too, didn't he? Probably to finish the job. To kill me too. No. No. Why would he kill me? I'm as good as dead. Not long now. I can't think straight. Everything went wrong. Okay, listen, pay attention. I can get you out of here. Our helicopter is still operational, but I need your help. I can't get it past the mutants, but I'm sure we can do it as a team. Yeah, as a team. But you gotta go through the mines, to the town. You know, you're on your own until then.
Reloading! Fire in the hole! Reloading! Reloading!
Reloading.
Okay, listen.
Shot. All right, folks. I'm on crowd control. Weapons here! Reloading! 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 Peel's here! Spitter! Reloading! Heads up! Charger!
Great shot!
Safe house, just ahead.
Well, it's about that. Nice job! You take the lead. Come on, let's move!
I'm right behind you.
Well, welcome to Sweden. He brought us here. Here. Die.
Incoming!
Impossible.
Watch out!
Mission. All right. Make your way to the church. Shortcut to the military.
Reloading!
Behind you!
I hear a boomer. Let's get up that ladder.
Reloading! Stop shooting me! Let's move it up, people.
Yes. Hey, there's
Heads up!
Watch out! Reloading!
Reloading! Let's move, people.
I'm right behind you.
Yes.
They're coming!
Knock it off!
Weapons!
Jockey!
Reloading!
A machine gun?
Charger!
Charger!
Charger! Come on, let's go.
Right behind.
Molotov.
See that howitzer? stop coming after that rocket. Incoming! Spinner!
Grabbing a Molotov.
Reloading! Get your rear end!
Fire in the hole!
Stop
Reloading.
Weapon! Turn your light off.
Reloading!
Ammo here.
Reloading!
Incoming.
Reloading.
Shit.
Reloading!
It wasn't me. They infected my team. It wasn't me. Charger! It's okay, it's okay. Okay, keep it together. Save in the bunker.
Reloading! Reloading!
Reloading!
Watch out!
Weapons over here. chaos ahead! Yeah, baby, yeah!
Got the shotgun.
Weapons!
Reloading!
There's a smoker around here.
I hear a hunter! Reloading!
Reloading!
Heads up! Retreat! There's a witch around here.
Thanks.
Man, will you stop that shit? That witch ain't gonna sit still much longer.
You're at the elevator. You gotta go up and make your way to the hangar. And hey, some of these motherfuckers broke through. Walking Dead. Before you come to me, there's an external server stores. It holds the data that we wanted. Fuck you. No. He needs it. I need it. He died for it. Look out!
Wait up while I heal.
This should last until we're safe.
If it shoots bullets, I'll take it.
Really?
Grabbing first aid.
Thanks.
Here they come! Reloading. Ammo here.
Fucking got it. Oh man. Mission finally fucking accomplished. Okay. Head back to the elevator. The gate's gonna be open for you.
Hunter!
Then you can finish this.
I'm reloading. Look out!
Watch out! Look out! Pills here! Safe house up ahead! Reloading! Watch your ass!
Get inside!
All right! Reloading! I told you I'd get you out of here. Reloading! Reloading!
Reloading!
Where's Jake? Doesn't matter.
Weapons
if
over
you
here.
have the data, we can get you out of there. I'm guessing my team is dead. We have a helicopter prepped and ready to go. We are reading a large number of hostiles converging on your area. Prep your defenses to get back to me when you're good to go. Get ready for a fight. Alright, they're closing in. It's going to get messy. ETA 5 minutes.
Here they come!
Charger! Behind you!
Bill's here!
Watch out!
Reloading!
Reloading!
Oh man, look at this. Come on, get up! Not a problem. Careful now. There's a hunter around here.
Reloading!
Reloading! Jake, can you give us... Who is this?
Weapon!
Where's Jake? Doesn't matter. If you have the data, we can get you out there.
Reloading!
Prepped and ready to go. We are reading a large number of hostiles converging on your area. Prep your defenses and get back to me when you're good to go. Get ready for a fight. Alright, they're closing in. It's going to get messy.
Here they come!
Reloading!
Reloading! Reloading!
Watch out!
weapons here!
Reloading.
I hear a boomer!